here.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Hey. Hey. Whoa.
Welcome to Motorcycles and Misfits, coming to you from the Recycle Garage in, so sunny Santa Cruz, California.
Yeah.
So nice today. It did not suck.
This is one of those days I'm like, I just want to rub it in. It was t-shirt
glorious,
weather. It was
glorious.
like first day of summer.
It's one of the days you don't want to
It rubs the lotion on itself, that kind of thing.
So nice.
Puts it in the basket.
Which, unfortunately, was not the weather you want for a naked ride. It was too nice last night. But we'll,
cheater naked ride.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We're going to get to the naked ride.
Hey, everyone, this is Liza.
No, it's not.
Oops, I did it again.
Played with my heart?
Yes, exactly.
You're going to be in diapers before you know it if you don't stop. They have medicine for that now, though.
I was considering diapers for the rally.
I'm not even going to ask why.
Oh, my word.
For sleeping?
And maybe
Or
vintage
general.
days. Because the whole, getting out of the cot
It's the anal leakage.
and getting to a porta potty
I'll just get you a
is
cat-
such a hassle. I'm like, maybe
They
I
are
should just do a
sometimes far.
diaper.
No, it's to a litter box.
But I've never done one.
Oh, I like the idea of a litter box.
They got good smelling ones.
I
now.
never.
You said make sure you cover it up after you do it.
Yeah.
I think you get one like Lucky Charms now. You can snack out of it while you're in there.
Well, I've never done it. So
That's that Kitty Roca.
Oh my
Is that
I did that for you, Emma.
brand?
But I know who probably does have experience can tell me. Emma, what are the adult diapers like? Do they work well?
I just showed you. No, they work incredibly well, darling. You know, they're like soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside.
Kind of like the Stroopwafel,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
They're the Stroopwafel.
Yes.
Oh, I'll eat
No,
the
they-
shit out of your Stroop
They
waffle.
they truly are the Stroopwafel of underwear.
That's saying something.
Jeez.
Oh my word. Oh, let's keep again. Who's here? Running the boards tonight? It's the new Pink Buddy scooter owner, Stumpy John.
You can just call me Big Velvet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not only,
Yes.
not
Yes.
only running
Yes.
the board, running his mouth, I see.
What?
Big Velvet. Oh,
Yeah.
dear God.
So Cleveland Moto no longer has a monopoly on talking about Pink Buddy scooters.
That's right.
But we'll get to that
Yep.
in a minute.
I love that Big Velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
Big
yeah, dude.
Big Velveeta.
I like Big Velvet.
Yeah, well, let's get to who else is here in the studio. We've bumped him over to the classy girl couch. It's Neal.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Neal.
Hi there. Hi, Neal.
You're back again.
Yes. Can't keep me away.
No,
Back from
no,
more punishment.
exactly.
Talk louder as usual.
And let's see, what does the button say? Staying alive.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother.
It's Scottie.
Nice.
You?
Excellent.
Oh, and you have cool sunglasses, too.
I just can't help it.
You got a whole thing going on.
I like that. It looks a
jacket.
good look today. I do like that jacket.
I do.
I like
do.
you all so much.
That's a good look. It is.
Oh, and finishing up the chaos here. Oh,
Hip hop,
Hey.
hooray.
oh, wait.
You left your jacket and gloves on the bike, so I just brought them in and put them on some of the chairs on the inside of the tarp.
Thank you, Henry.
Thanks, Henry. Thanks, Henry.
Bye, Henry.
Cameo by Henry.
Yep. Finishing up the chaotic misfit in the room group. It is a Naked Jim.
Hey, happy to be here. Right on. I'm going to read something I don't normally do because I don't read well. But life should be not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-dressed, preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, wow, what a ride. Yes.
Yes.
Scott. So I've learned the reason I bring that up, there's people that know and people that don't know. And that's a Hunter S. Thompson quote that a lot of us do know. And I'm not picking on Liza, but I was surprised to know that you weren't familiar with Hunter S. Thompson.
I don't think that's
You didn't
picking
know
on me.
Gonzo, huh? Oh,
and,
wow.
and his connection to motorcycling, especially.
Oh, yeah.
And motorcycling combined with desert activities that
And
we're going to be up to shortly.
Yeah.
So I
we
just
should do
bring
a
that
whole
out.
episode on Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, I mean,
Same
I'm,
motorcycles.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, a large proportion of it takes place outside Vegas, covering the Mint 400.
That was the whole reason for the trip.
Yeah,
Right outside
Yeah.
the bar
Coverage.
which is still going on.
where we will be. Yes, the Mint 400, I think, is happening right around now,
Yeah.
oddly enough. But anyway, I thought maybe someday we could talk about Hunter S. Thompson and his significance in American culture. I'll say that. And motorcycles.
I would love to, but first, I'd like to talk about our favorite scooterist, Bagel.
Greetings from January in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yeah. Is it nice up there too?
If you thought you had a nice day
Here we
today,
go. Here
we
we go.
had sunshine and 60 degrees, and I went out on a glorious ride today on the Stella with the Top Dead Center Scooter Club.
Who's saying?
And yeah, we hit a bunch of the back roads around west area of Eugene, kind of around my stomping grounds, and had a fantastic ride. And yeah, it was an amazing day today.
Well, I'm glad that you think that 60s is glorious because it was 70s here.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, but that's I love January.
yes,
That's great.
that's what we call it up
January.
here.
Excellent.
Well, it's like
I do
every
hate to
year
say,
we have
I-
like this. Yeah, every year we have this like window of like warm weather that just comes in and just makes everything glorious for maybe a few days, a week, and then it goes back to winter again.
Well,
for a few
it
more weeks until
is
spring
the
comes.
eye of the storm in our case because on
Yes.
Wednesday we have a very large nor'easter. It's a nor'easter coming in,
Oh,
and
wow.
there will be torrential rain of 3 inches, I'm told.
Yeah, a quarter inch an hour I saw in the forecast.
But today I was grilling it was sourdough bread with olive oil and some salt and pepper on it on the grill in flip flops and board shorts like about an hour and a half ago. So sorry everybody.
Yeah.
That's all right. But
Moved to California.
I want to get to Bagel. You heard us say there's now a Pink Buddy scooter here.
I did hear that.
And I want to say that and Jim witnessed it. It came in the back of a pickup truck on its side. We had to drag it out. It was a non-running, here you go, free scooter.
Ugly.
I love how we
Hey,
just
free is good.
That-
and that's a good bike to start with too.
That I left over in the corner, ignored most of the day.
what was awesome is how you told Max to climb up in the back of this old Ford Ranger with a camper shell on it because
Yeah.
we had to get it out of the said truck. But
Yep.
Max,
Youngest
monkeyed on
and the
up there.
smallest. You get to crawl up in there.
Yeah,
Well, you
Max
know-
had a learning
Yeah.
lesson day to day.
Well, back in the day, the tiniest children were the ones that got sent down the mines.
Yeah.
Because they're small and they can get in. So mine is not dissimilar to a Ford Ranger with a camper shell.
He was certainly
Send the
deep
child
in it.
in. Send the child-sized body in. It's a shame that we didn't have an actual child. Like Sully to have sent in there.
Oh, I know.
But
Who was
next
here
time.
multiple times. We gave her sugar.
We did
each
take
time.
we did take his money though. We
Good.
shook him down for all his money.
good.
But I think we'll talk about the Pink Buddy scooter a lot in the future. I just wanted to say
It's an awesome scooter.
that I wanted to give credit to Henry for being the one to pull out any tool at all.
Yeah, he did.
And start like diving in because I'm like, I ain't touching that thing, right? And then soon followed up. He dragged Emma in, who within a short time had it running and was riding up and down the
Nice.
street on it.
like everything.
So that was
What
hasn't run in forever. Don't know if it will ever run.
It hasn't run in 10 years.
Yeah.
What was the backstory on all that stuff? Because she rolled in. I don't know if I've met her before. She rolled in
Yeah,
with
Cassie,
a whole bunch of stuff.
She's one of the Chickastanners.
Oh, okay.
One of the original Chickastanners. And
Nice.
she's a deal hunter.
Right.
She's always finding deals.
But
there was some.
That's where she
all
brought
of
the buddy.
her and
Yeah.
her crowd.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Michelle's part of her crowd as well. It's all the San Francisco crowd.
She bought it. It was, I think she said it was
I heard
at
about a dude or something, like someone died.
no, that was, she was donating some gear. It was a friend, somebody who died,
okay.
but that was just a couple pieces.
Oh, okay.
No, she was at a yard sale and they had 2 buddy scooters for $200.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
And so she got them, and I forget what she said she did with the first one. This was the like parts bike, non-running, but somehow she got it registered, had
Yeah.
paperwork.
Did I see it?
So it's
I heard it was
currently
currently
registered,
Yes,
Yeah.
titled and
That's
registered.
but
awesome.
then never got around to figuring out what was wrong with it. Never touched it.
Eh,
And so she
it's
was
a
like,
buddy.
"It's a buddy." So she was like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, I think I know who this would be good for.
Yeah.
I called Stumpy John. I'm like, do you think Mrs. Stumpy would like a little scooter?
Yes, she would. She doesn't know, so don't tell her anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it's our secret.
Oh, you got Valentine.
Because
you can do whatever trip you want this year. after Valentine's
Originally-
Day.
Yeah.
No, originally, the Bergman was a sharing thing. But, the thing is with Bergmans, they are quite big and intimidating.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So this is going to be ideal, I feel.
It'll be a good project, John. It needs a battery. You already cleaned the carbs, Emma, right?
Yeah.
It needs the calipers
Needs a battery and
cleaned.
start-
it needs
needs a
just
starter.
all the things
The flux capacitor.
Yeah.
gone through, but it's a little
Very
buddy
important.
scooter. And as Phil and the guys at Cleveland have proven, a pink buddy scooter can do just about anything.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
And for the record, I have to say, John, congratulations on an awesome deal. But I have to say, I'm a little hurt that nobody asked me if I wanted a buddy first, because I don't have a
You've
buddy
got
yet.
enough.
No.
Do you need a
No.
scooter? Are you
Okay,
I know.
since Bagel piped up, what is your running versus non-running ratio at the moment?
I
Including
think
cars.
And three-wheeled things.
Okay, now you're making it complicated. For 2 and 3-wheeled vehicles, I think the ratio right now is 3 to 20.
Is that running to non-running?
That's running to non-running.
Okay.
So, let's go back. Tell me again how you wish somebody had offered you this scooter.
I don't have a buddy yet, and I really would like a buddy one of these days, especially a pink one. The pink
Emma will
one's
be your
spectacular.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm always your buddy. However, and that segues nicely, I have a bike announcement to make.
Oh,
Tell us more.
Yeah. Well, Jim will know all about this because we've got to go back to December. And traditionally, Rob Talbot, the dear fellow he is, has a Christmas party
Yes.
for his friends and people who help out at the museum, and I usually get an invite for that. And Jim, always very graciously, and perhaps more graciously of Ashley, Jim's sweetie, is my date for that evening. So we all get dressed up nicely.
3 years running, I think.
3 years running. And we go to a nice restaurant, courtesy of Rob Talbot. And we have a lovely Christmas party. Well, as is per usual, Rob got terribly drunk. And I'd had a few gin and tonics as well. And basically, we did a deal for a bike.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my!
Which I collected yesterday.
Oh, you picked it up.
Oh, it's in my possession.
So a little bit more color before you do the reveal is we're having dinner down there in Monterey. Oh, it was in
It's in Carmel.
Look, we go. Yeah, Carmel. What was the anyway? A little place by the gas station.
Yeah,
if we're going down there. And it was lovely. And Rob is such a gracious
Oh, he's
host.
the greatest. Rob and Vivian are just the best couple.
Just all their whole family, everybody there is great. And next thing you know, over some bread and olive oil, Emma's like, "Hey, Rob, I give you $1,500 for that bike." And he had just described how he and his son, I think, had brought it down from the
They
mountains.
brought it down from Colorado.
And
It
next
was
thing
a
you know,
one-owner bike.
Sold. And Scottie and I were in Moto Talbot. Do you remember me pointing into that old shed that was the Harley Davidson Mimic shed?
Yes, but I believe it's a different bike.
I don't know if it is. It may be. But I pointed in there. I'm like, I think that's the bike Emma bought. So maybe it is, maybe it's not.
Yeah. So
Regardless, anyway.
it's mine. So I am now the proud owner of a one-owner, 6,000-mile, 1971 BSA Lightning.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh.
And there's quite a lot of reasons I like this bike. I mean, number one, that B and BSA is not British small arms; it's Birmingham small arms, as people know, and that's my hometown. So I've always had a very, very soft spot for BSA. They're my homeboys. I remember these bikes brand new. I mean, I was a 9-year-old kid, but they were so distinctive. And one of the reasons they were distinctive, they had this beautiful pale dove grey frame.
I'm sorry, that math isn't working out.
Yes?
What year did you say this bike was?
71.
1931?
Yes, 1931, and I was 90 years old.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yes, that's right. 90 years old in dog years, which may be. So the frame...
71 BSA
Lightning. And the
okay.
Lightning, so BSAs came in 3 flavors.
Okay.
They came in Firebird, which was the high pipe, the street scrambler. They came in Thunderbolt, which was the single carburetor, and then Lightning, which was the twin carburetor. And there was a fourth incarnation which had gone by the wayside by 71. But
Well, they had a
there's the
thumper too, right?
The Spitfire, which was the real 60 horsepower. Yeah, that was a different bike. That was the 441.
So is this the orange
Victor.
tank?
The Victor.
Yes. So
The bike we saw, was it blue?
I don't recall.
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's got a very, very pale grey frame, very, very distinctive on that year, and like a metallic orange tank, and it's just it's a great looking.
Oh, is
bike.
that going to be a wall hanger?
I don't know. I mean, I always start off. I always keep bikes for about 6 months before I decide what I'm going to do with them. So my choice is I can hang it on the wall, but there's such dynamic bikes to ride. I think that would be a shame.
Yeah, it's just Motortown has those high ceilings, so it's perfect to build some ledges and stuff.
No, and that is
Putting
true.
bikes
But I
out.
don't.
A mezzanine.
I don't
Yeah.
think as dynamic a bike as a BSI Lightning should be on the wall. So I could hang it on the wall. I could just get it running complete with patina, and man, this thing has got some patina on it. Or I could completely restore it. And so really it's just two choices.
Oh,
It's-
I have another suggestion.
Yes, go on.
So, I work in hardware stores, and
Yes.
I was in one of the spring drawers, and I picked up a rather large spring.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is like what we had on like our hobby horse when I was a kid. I'm like,
Oh.
ooh. That would be fun to turn a motorcycle into a little rocking horse in a cradle with the springs.
Do you know what would be better than that?
The grocery store.
No,
Yes,
no,
that's exactly
no.
what I was thinking.
It would be to get an old traveling funfair Dodgem car and use it as a sidecar.
Oh, that would be fun.
That
Yeah.
would be the
Like a bumper car.
and
Like a bumper car?
bumper car,
Oh my
and you could
God.
even keep the antenna on the back.
Yes.
And it'd be
Fucking
like you could have
brilliant.
it like metal flake, and then paint the bike to match
Same
the
color,
bumper
yeah.
Oh
car.
my
I think we
God.
can. It's off season. We go down to the boardwalk. Probably.
And
we get enough people
let's-
lift one and
let's
run.
do it with your Triumph.
They won't notice.
Let's do it with your Triumph. It's perfect.
Those bumper cars are unbelievably heavy.
Well, the chassis
You
is
just got
because
it.
it's got an
You got
electric
it.
motor.
Yeah.
You
Next
know,
time you
You
come
just need to
across a
show.
Beat or Goldwing, you could use that as a...
did I ever tell you about my friend's sidecar? So he had this Cossack, and it came with a sidecar. We
Wait,
didn't like the sidecar.
Cossack, is that a Russian? dude?
Yeah,
Came
That's
with
a
a
human-
beard.
Dnieper. And it came with a sidecar, and we didn't like the sidecar, so we took the sidecar off and had a plank of wood on there. And that was great for a while. But then he was a plumber, you see, and he was gutting this old house, and he got this, like, old toilet.
Perfect.
And he put the toilet
That's
on,
perfect.
on the plank of wood. So,
seat.
you could actually sit on the crapper. It wasn't operational, of course.
Did it
But
have
you
a
could
seat
sit
belt?
on the crapper.
I could make it
You
operational.
just need a hole in the bottom.
That would be awesome for Mid-Ohio.
Read a
Oh, you
have
should make
the
it
skills.
operational real quick.
I have the skills.
Yeah, read a newspaper while you're going down the road. It was
Brilliant.
It was brilliant.
I have an extra toilet if you want to do that.
Well, toilets are
Drop
so...
it off in Liza's driveway tomorrow.
Toilets. The reason why this was nice, it was not like it was quite an ornate Victorian toilet. And
Was it cast iron with porcelain on the outside?
It was
or was
porcelain, but what made it so fun? The cistern was above your head. But
Oh, a
it
true
was-
crapper.
was
No,
an
it was a
actual
true
crapper.
crapper, but it was self-supporting. The pipe held it up, so you didn't need a wall for the cistern.
was like cast
so
iron.
if you were following, you could actually see the cistern and the pipe. And the sort of
that's
bottom.
hilarious.
And
Oh, you could put a
it was-
bubble machine in there?
Oh yeah,
That's
It
got
was-
AMA all over it.
It does, doesn't it?
We were young and we didn't have a great deal of imagination, but of course, if you were to repeat that now in 2024, yeah, you could have little kind of brown bubbles coming out of the bottom, or like.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here now. I was just sitting back to see how far this conversation went, and yep, I was right. It went too far.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Right into the
Emma.
toilet.
No, Emma. So congratulations on your new bike, Emma, and John. Congratulations
On your
Thank
new
you.
bike,
our,
John.
Right on.
your
Yeah,
new
well done.
scooter.
Good days.
Wait,
what
I
kind
make
of bike
6
did you
now.
get again?
What's that, Bagel?
So what kind of bike did you get again?
Oh, yeah. You never said.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Emma did.
Yeah, she
BSA.
did.
I think
the
you did.
BSA.
Yes,
BSA.
71
Somebody from
BSA.
BSA. That's right. That's right.
BSA
Sorry.
Lightning
Negotiated
with
over dinner.
the very, very rare half-year only Dove Grey
Ooh.
frame.
Ooh.
Very rare bike with a Dove Grey frame. The stay dirty frame.
All original.
All original.
That's
N-
sweet.
It is.
And it runs, right?
No.
Oh, I thought Rob said it ran.
it ran in 2004.
Oh, okay.
That was 20 years ago.
Ran when parked.
Yep,
Yes.
ran when parked.
And it's pretty ugly, but I mean, it's nice.
So on another note,
Yes.
I have a TV show recommendation.
Oh, do you
what's
really?
that?
Yeah, so there's a new show on Apple TV called Masters of the Air.
Masters
Oh
of the...
yeah,
And it's about,
got that.
The World War II bombers
Butler.
based in England.
Is it good?
It's phenomenal.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not so motorcycle-y. There is motorcycles in it, but it's very mechanic-y. So
Is it the American cruise or the British cruise?
it's the American cruise, but the interface with the British cruise. Too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's just incredible. I was thinking about you the whole time. Well, Emma would love this.
The way they divvied it up is, and I think it was back then there was no. I think it was Bomber Command in England, but I think in America it was the U.S. Army Air Force, the U.S.
Yeah,
Air
yeah,
Force.
it's Army Air Force.
And they divvied it up that the British crews would do the night bombing, and then the American crews
that's
were
a
doing
central
the,
part of this, talking about that.
and the American crews would be doing the day bombing, which is why you see a flying fortress. It's either natural aluminium or olive drab, or then you see a Lancaster, which is black. All the British bombers were black.
Or the Mosquito.
But just the way these guys...
Well, the Mosquito did
was
something
quite
else.
an aircraft,
Mosquito
though,
was plywood, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
and full of guns,
Well, they came with either guns or completely unarmed because it was camera.
surveillance.
But just the stuff about like how they kept these things in the air. And,
Oh, it's
and
amazing.
It's an incredible show. It's very worth watching.
Thanks for the recommend.
Okay.
I've seen that as I was strolling through. I'll
Masters
check it out.
of the Air.
I wanted to get to the conversation we were having in the garage last week, and we didn't get to talk about it on the podcast, but we went down a rabbit hole, and I thought it'd be fun to go there this week. So I don't know how I think of these questions, but I had the question: what came first,
Chicken.
gasoline or the gasoline engine? And come to find, I mean, the answer is not that simple. And I talked to people who had no clue. Like, Bagel, do you have a clue?
Well, I have a clarifying question.
Okay.
Are you talking about a gasoline engine or an internal combustion?
No, a gasoline engine. So,
Okay.
gasoline engine. I was asking people throughout the week.
hang on, wait. Yes.
I was asking people throughout the week, and a lot of people thought, well, they assumed that engines had been around and that had been, they evolved to a point where they needed a better fuel, so they invented gasoline for it. That's what a lot of people's kind of perception was. So I thought we'd kind of go into it a little bit, the actual truth,
Right.
because I found it kind of fascinating.
Enlighten us.
Is this a history hole?
It's not. It's a group history
history.
hole. It's a group because it turns out a lot of people. Neal had some input. Emma had some input. Everyone kind of had some little pieces. So I will say to first clarify that gasoline became commonly in use. Really, it was the 1890s with the engines, but it was the cars, the 1920s, when the cars were mass produced. Gasoline became a big necessity.
Right. And you should point out that in the early years of motoring, gasoline was a constant problem. And you would set out on a journey if you had a gas station in your hometown, you'd start off with a full tank. We'd have all kinds of cans of gasoline. And a lot of the hardware stores carried cans of gasoline specifically for motorists back then. There weren't that many gas stations.
So, and just to clarify, by 1920, there were 9 million vehicles powered by gasoline on the road.
What kind of mileage did you get with like a?
So
Model
9, I mean,
A
it
or
was
T? I'm just wondering kind of gas
huge
mileage.
growth.
These are not efficient engines, Jim.
Like 5 miles a gallon.
Oh, probably,
7?
yeah, 5,
okay.
7.
But
So you're bringing a lot of fuel.
let's see.
Oh, yeah.
So, Neal,
Yeah.
what came first, gasoline or the gasoline engine?
Gasoline was a byproduct of refining petroleum, mainly to get lamp oil.
Kerosene. I found that
And
fascinating.
They used to just burn it.
And we're
'cause they
talking
had
like
no use for it.
1700s.
No, this would be mid 1800s.
So some-
1850 on.
Silly question. What's the big difference between kerosene and gasoline?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, mid 1800s.
Yeah, gasoline is a shorter chain molecule.
Right.
It's octane, so it's 8 carbon versus 10 or more for kerosene.
Okay.
Or diesel.
So is
fuel
that similar like
also.
carbohydrates? Just as a
That's right.
All right. Yeah.
So,
now,
yeah.
interestingly enough, a lot of jet engines run on something very similar to kerosene, which is why you always smell what I call paraffin, what you Americans call kerosene, when jet engines are revving up.
That jet fuel smell.
Jet-
Because it's a
that
longer
jet fuel.
chain molecule.
Yes.
Right.
But I found that fascinating. Yeah. In 1859, Edwin Drake in Pennsylvania had a crude oil well, and he was distilling the oil to kerosene, and the gasoline was a byproduct that was just being discarded. There was no need for it. So the fact that gasoline had existed before the need for it
Right.
is kind of fascinating.
But I bet they were like, holy shit, that lights up.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, let's do something with
hang
that.
on.
Yeah,
But we've talked about this before. Gasoline is not flammable.
It's a vapor.
It's the
Gasoline vapor is flammable.
Yeah.
And you've got to be quite specific about the actual quantities. It's about 16 parts air to 1 part gasoline vapor that makes it supremely flammable.
Right.
And then, boom, off you go.
I don't know. Me and Liza poured a bunch of gas on our little Evil Knievel guy. That motherfucker was flammable.
Well, there's air everywhere. And of
That's
course, it's an
because it
oxygenated
vaporizes
atmosphere.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
and here's something that's mind blowing. So, through this, you can follow the evolution of the engine up to the point in the late 1890s when they realized that gasoline was more suitable for this. But there was an evolution. You had external combustion engines. An example of that would be
Steam engines.
steam engines, right? But did you know internal combustion engines date back to somewhere between the 10th and 13th centuries? For China, they were making rockets.
Right.
It's like, what? That's crazy.
That's considered an internal combustion engine.
Is that just
Yeah.
jamming a bunch of flammable shit in a
I
rocket?
don't know. I
and
mean, is
letting it
that
off?
It's in a cylinder.
fireworks?
I would think so.
Yeah, it's in a cylinder.
Do they
It's
talk
a
about
direct
fireworks would be
propulsion.
the
Yeah, it's
rocket,
like fireworks.
So that if the thing you're looking at, did they mention autos work and
Yeah, well-
trying different types of fuels
Right.
and which ones had...
So, if we want to be strict about it, the internal combustion engine that we know and love right now can be traced back, and you could actually define it as an Otto cycle engine. And historians still do. So it's really the work of Otto, who...
Like 1886.
Yeah,
1880,
you
something
know.
like that.
Is this auto with an O?
Yes.
OTTO.
Well, again, and there's a lot of people who are attributed to, again, the evolution, but you can go back to 1794. Thomas Mead patented a gas engine. Also in 1794, another guy, Robert Street, patented an internal combustion engine which ran on liquid fuel made from petroleum.
So they were doing that like just after the American Revolution.
Yeah, it's
They
kind
were
of
refining
fascinating.
oil out of the ground. That's wild.
And so that's late 1700s that they were patenting gas engines. But as we said, it wasn't really to the late 1800s that gasoline and the motors were combined. And then, as we said, by 1920, there were 9 million on the road.
Right.
It's kind of a fascinating history. Right. And I mean, we didn't even get into the evolution of gasoline, which I think maybe is something to go down that road another time. I kind of want to find somebody who like understands, like a chemist or something, who understands that more, how it's been refined and how that's changed.
It's all about Harry Ricardo.
Who's Harry Ricardo?
Harry Ricardo was he worked for Rolls-Royce, and he was a researcher who did a lot of comparisons of different fuels for their anti-knock properties. As well as designing, being a major force in designing the various V12 aircraft engines, including the Merlin.
Was that the guy that put the lead in it?
No, that's
that the lead guy?
That's Standard Oil and the Ethel Corporation. I forget the guy's name, but
That is not what I thought a Harry Ricardo was.
But, and we're talking about all these, there's all these different patents. But Emma, as you said,
Sanchez.
Nicholas Otto.
Yes.
So 1864,
Yep.
his patent was the first commercially successful gas engine.
Right.
So 1864. So
And if you want ground zero for what we know and understand as an internal combustion engine now, I would argue, maybe successfully, maybe unsuccessfully, that's ground zero for our engine.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then you can even go up to 1954, Felix Winkel,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pistonless engine. So it's kind of fascinating. So that's
So what would be the first
So what is the answer? What came first, the gasoline or the engine?
Gasoline.
So follow on question, what is the first gasoline powered vehicle?
Oh, good question.
This isn't. I'm gonna guess that it was a bicycle.
Yeah, gotta be a bicycle. Vehicle? Oh.
Are you wanting the name?
tractor.
Not quite.
No, not quite a tractor. Not quite a bicycle.
Cars next. No.
A boat.
No, it was
Really?
it was Benz who developed a three-wheeled
Well, yeah, I
car,
mean, but
Oh, okay.
and
yeah,
that was
I
in
mean-
late
1886.
1880 something.
and it was
Yeah, the Daimler Benz.
and the,
Right.
the irony of that is
Motorcycle.
he got so frustrated with it, he kind of cast it aside. And Bertha, his wife, thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and she was the one who actually proved it, and
Yeah.
basically drove to see her sister. Road trip.
Yep.
And the rest is
use it
history. But yeah, I mean,
For
it's,
daily errands and things. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So we all owe a huge debt of thanks, not only to Ben's, but to Bertha as well.
Way to
for
go,
actually-
Bertha.
So there you go. That's the simple answer. I mean, the complicated answer to a simple question, which I thought it was interesting, and that's just an example of the kind of conversations that we have here at the garage, and how the podcast came out of that. Because we just sit there talking about all sorts of stuff, and that was one of them.
Right.
I wanted to get to our next topic, and this is we're going to see how this goes. This is one of my crazy ideas. We'll see if people actually prepared for this. So I asked everybody to come up with, to share with the group something that they think is cool. It can be a person, place, a thing, an event, a concept, a tool. It can be anything at all. But here's how we're going to do it. Each of us will go around, present the thing that we think is cool, why you think it's cool. And then everyone is going to vote if they also think it's cool. And if every person agrees, then it is certified cool. If not, if you don't get everyone's vote, then it's just cool to you.
And if you get no votes at all,
No, you can't.
All or
you were
nothing.
There is
deeply uncool.
No. There is no losing in this. There's cool to you, but then there's cool, the super cool, if everyone agrees. So, does anyone want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll take the safe bet. You
Okay.
want to know what's cool?
Yeah, tell me what's cool.
Fucking motorbikes.
Yeah.
And shall I tell you why they're cool?
That was cheap.
No, it's
man.
not cheap. And I'm going to tell you why they're cool for a number
Convince
of
Bagel
reasons.
of that.
I'm going to tell you, well, I'm going to include behind him.
I own motorbikes.
I'm feeling magnanimous. I will include scooters in this. I'm going to tell you why they're cool.
Okay.
They're cool for a number of reasons, but I'm just going to touch on two. The first reason is they genuinely level the playing field when it comes to race, gender, politics, social status. None of that matters. You either like motorbikes or you don't. And if you like motorbikes, you're part of this fantastic clique, this part of this fantastic group that enjoy this wonderful, wonderful thing. Nobody cares who the fuck you are. Do you like motorbikes? You like motorbikes. They're great. But the second, and I would argue that this is more importantly why they are cool.
It's the cool part.
This is the cool part. And I'm almost hesitant to say this
Oh, you gotta
publicly,
know.
but we live in such a sanitized society now. Cars have never been safer. Something as simple as going to the shops has never been safer. Crossing the street has never been safer. Traveling, working, everything has never been safer. But somehow we've escaped all of that, and we can clutch on to a fucking missile and launch yourself down the street at 160 miles an hour and just experience that wonderful thrust.
The thrust before the death.
The bleeding edge of existence.
Yes.
And we've escaped. And I understand how fragile that is. And all it would take is one just high-profile wreck, one high-profile incident, maybe involving somebody famous, maybe involving a politician, maybe involving, a head of state and a motorcycle, and it could all come crashing down. But for now, in this super safe fucking plastic utopia that we live in, we're allowed to own and ride these things. It is the greatest thing you can possibly do. And there's nothing greater than riding with your friends. So that is why motorbikes are cool.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Not to embarrass anyone, but we're just going to do a simple show of hands, and then I will declare if it was cool or not cool. I will say, I think you copped out and took the easy road. That said, you get a cool.
It's cool.
Unanimous.
You get a cool.
But it's as good a place as any to start.
Okay, well, I'm going to bounce off of that then.
All right,
and
then.
say, I chose a person to talk about who I think is the epitome of cool.
Oh, it's not even my birthday.
And this is someone I doubt any of you have heard of. In fact, it's a woman. Her name is Behnaz Shafee. And she is 34 years old. And she hails from Iran, just outside of Tehran.
Very cool.
Well, you may not be aware, but in Iran, it's not illegal for women to ride motorcycles. But it's illegal to ride without a license, and they won't issue a license to women.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Right? There's an exception. There's a few women, older women, who still have licenses from the 70s who can ride. And if you're a traveler with a license, you can ride through. But they won't give a license to women. So with a lot of women, it's not really an option. Well, Behnaz was on vacation in another province with her family, and she saw a woman on a motorcycle, 15 years old, and she went, I want to do that. It was first presented as an option to her. So it wasn't until she was 22 that she finally got somebody to teach her how to ride, and she got a bike, and she found she could go out dirt biking.
As long as you stay off the roads, you don't need a license.
So she got into dirt biking, and she loved it, and she got into motocross, and she really wanted to race with all the guys. And she got a coach who thought it was a waste of time until he saw that she actually had some skills. And so she started teaching other women how to ride as well on the dirt, right? And got more women into it. And she kept appealing to their racing division because she wanted to race. And they're like, women can't race. Women can't race. 3 years she persisted. She finally got them to agree to have an all-women's race. With one exception. She has to get all the racers. She has to train them how to ride.
Wasn't there something about track officials?
Had to provide all the track officials. Yeah. There could not be any men present for it. And she did this. And she got all the women there and got volunteers to come run the track, do all the things. And she held a race and became the female champion of Pakistan. And she actually has continued.
Iran, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Iran. She's continued racing and gotten into road racing in other countries. In Germany and the U.S. And she's actually part of a group of riders. But here's the thing. She does ride on the street. And she has been riding on the street for a long time. Is this
the cool part?
She rides at night with full gear and hides her hair. Now,
that's kind of scary, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, and the thing to be...
she's dealing with a lot of scary shit.
There's
it's way more tame than what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of funny until you start thinking about it.
It's risky for sure.
I would think.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is that there are women who have been caught on bikes and have been arrested for... I'm trying to remember what the phrase was. It was some lewd thing, you know? It's like lewd behavior or something.
Well, imagine if your hair pops out the bottom. That's bad.
Basically improper behavior for a woman, yeah.
So I think Behnaz, who is dead set on changing her country and allowing women to ride and has gotten more women into riding, teaches women, and has not been stopped by the patriarchy and the customs of her country. To me, that is cool. Behnaz Shafee.
So cool. What a hero. I want to be her when I grow up.
All right, take a vote.
Yeah. Super cool.
Hey, cool. All right.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
All right, who wants to go next?
All right, I'll
I
go.
got one.
Okay, let Bagel go.
Go ahead, Bagel.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, this I might be going out on a limb here.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because this is not involving motorcycles.
Okay.
It's not involving even two wheels.
Oh, okay.
This is ape racing.
Oh, yes.
Now, maybe this is just my current obsession, but I gotta say, ape racing looks absolutely
Have I seen this?
awesome.
Okay.
I saw a
This is-
documentary
hold
on
on.
this with Guy Martin.
For people
Just do
who
a search
don't know,
on YouTube.
for people who don't know, explain what an op
How do
is.
you spell it?
Okay, so an ape is a Vespa
APE.
three-wheeler. Now, the Vespa in Italian means wasp. Ape in Italian means bumblebee. So it's basically this big, bumbling little three-wheeled scooter motor-powered vehicle that they would use for city deliveries in Italy. Now, because this thing was ubiquitous and they sold it everywhere and it's all over Italy, of course, kids are going to want to play with them and tune them and have fun with them. And out of this was birthed the idea of ape racing. So you're taking these little clunky three-wheelers and you're fitting them out with custom performance suspension, you often with four-cylinder motorcycle engines that are 100 plus horsepower, and taking them on the track and racing them.
Well, be
This could
clear,
be-
this isn't sidecar racing.
No, this is not
Right.
sidecar. This is one wheel in the front, two wheels in the back with a little cab in the front that you are the person sitting inside of, and you with the handlebars inside the cab that you are throwing this thing around and
I'm
drifting.
looking
it
at they got these
turns.
drifting wheels in the back like a big wheel.
All right.
And they fucking drift them.
Yeah, it's
These
like
look
a giant
insane.
powered big wheel.
All right, here.
And you're powering this down a racetrack, whether it's dirt or asphalt, doesn't matter. Either one goes.
Do they put like Hayabusa motors in them? or-
No.
Exactly.
Here's
Yes.
here's the hard sell on this, because I've seen this, Bagel, and it's all kinds of stupid. But here's the hard sell. Bagel, how well did they do on the berms and the jumps on these tracks?
I'm not sure they're really cut out for that.
If you've seen the racing, part of the race is that the passenger has to get out and push it over because it bottoms out on the berms and gets stuck.
Is there a passenger in these?
No, I think
Yes.
there's a couple different versions
I've seen
of
it
this.
with the passenger,
Maybe
and they have
there's
to
different
push it
classes.
off of the berm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there are different classes, but I'm just looking. I've been looking at like the solo classes where there's just a solo rider
Oh, you have to have a
carrying
passenger.
it around a track, like just pushing this thing to its limit speed wise.
Here's one in the snow.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
absolutely awesome because this thing
Racing in the
is
snow.
it's drifting around corners in the asphalt, just launching this thing, and it's staying on the ground and moving. I mean, it looks absolutely impossible that this could actually work, but the weight is set so low in it that it actually handles.
Yeah, it
So would you
defies
say it's more
reason.
stable than, say, an ATC 250?
Oh, absolutely.
Everything is more stable than
Absolutely.
an ATC 250.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, even an ATC 70.
So
Yeah.
basically, what Bagel is presenting is racing dumb things.
Yes,
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, this one
Yeah.
this was an awesome fun thing to race.
Yeah, for anybody playing
These
along,
are
there is a fabulous like documentary
Yeah.
that's available on YouTube where Guy Martin, our true hero of everything, gets in one of these things
Our
and
patron saint.
sends it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hoons this thing around for a day. It is
Nice.
totally worth watching. I'm sure, Bagel, you'll find it if you haven't already.
The wheels look just
Okay.
like a big wheel. Big wheel wheels.
Ape
in the back.
racing. And
Yeah.
Jim's got to discover it. So should we vote?
Oh, I'm two
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Well done,
that's a
Bagel.
cool.
Super cool.
cool.
hands. You get an extra
Nice.
star.
3 for 3 so
We're
far.
doing pretty good. All right. John, you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if anyone doesn't reach the
No, everyone's
bar.
going to say this is cool.
All right, let's see.
Well,
We're gonna,
no.
Shrimping is cool. We
okay.
all like to shrimp.
What I'm going to say is 1970s motorcycle culture is cool.
That's your
What?
That when I think about like Malcolm Smith and Steve McQueen and On Any Sunday and early road racing and the development of motocross and the transition from British bikes to force, it's the greatest time. It's the coolest time ever in motorcycle.
Are you saying it's better than the 60s or the 80s?
Yes. Because it really set the tone for like everything else that came after it.
There were a lot of boobs too.
Well, that's never not cool.
Are you saying that the 70s is the coolest
70s is the
decade
coolest
for motorcycling in general?
By far, yes.
And because I think this is curious, because I
Can't be
want to
that
support.
cool. I
I want to
was there.
support your
Thank you.
point. When you say cool, what's cool? The culture, the bikes themselves, like people
Yes.
rode in football helmets, like
Yeah, all of it.
or the creativity, right? Think about the creativity in the
What's
Bay
cool
Area in the
about
late
it is
60s.
it was almost ubiquitous. There were all kinds of different motorcycles, and everybody was riding, from little kids. It wasn't as careful and like protected as it is now. And kids would start out with little jumps and make little when you go over your jump. And it just is it was the best time ever to be in motorcycles.
And then you had the street bikes of that era. You had like the Mach 3,
Exactly.
which was
Yeah.
With a set
Also,
of
the
pipes on it?
creativity.
Yep.
And also the creativity of the motorcycle custom world just went
Yes.
to another level during the 70s.
Yep.
Especially in the Bay
that was
Area.
a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, is that the end of your presentation? Because I want to.
Well, I didn't even get into the racing aspect really.
Was that the cool kicker?
Are you? So you're saying the 70s is the coolest
Yes.
decade
Yep.
across the board
Yep.
for motorcycling,
All around.
full stop.
Yes.
That's your.
Yep. When you count just the whole thing, the way it impacted the general culture, the way it kicked a lot of people into the sport.
I think you might have some dissension here. John.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Do you have a follow up question, or should we just get to the vote?
Let's vote, and then discuss.
Hold on.
Let's talk about this some
Well,
more.
hold on.
I think
Yeah,
there's-
hold on,
I think
Bagel. I
there's
think I
good
got
things to
this.
talk about here.
John, I'm going to try and help you.
Okay, good.
I think you're close, but you have not.
I didn't mention
yet,
Evil Knievel as part of that
you
too.
have not yet really driven home why that is where the cool is concentrated. So, why is that the coolest?
I would say it's the first time that motorcycle culture broke through to the overall culture in a very different way. On
It's
Saturdays,
mainstream culture.
you'd see Knievel jump in buses. You'd see you'd have the
But hang on.
but then you'd have
Yeah.
like the super bikers, which was early.
But that might actually
Motorcycle
make
racing.
it,
Motocross
on
and
TV.
Wide World of Sports.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
make
Trans AMA
it
series. They used to show
uncool because when I started off riding in the mid 70s, and it was different. England has a different culture
Yeah.
to America.
Yep.
But when I started riding in the mid 70s, a lot of the guys from the 60s were still around, and they were a lot cooler than I was.
All right, I'm going to try and help you, John,
All right, good.
because I think you're close. I think if you said, "Who's cooler than Evil Knievel?"
Steve
Nobody.
McQueen,
Malcolm
Guy Martin.
Smith.
Who's cooler than Steve McQueen?
Nobody.
Malcolm Smith,
Who's cooler than Malcolm Smith?
Bob Hanna, Hurricane.
Steve McQueen.
If you say the epitome of cool, the people from the motorcycle culture who represent the
Arthur Fonzarelli.
epitome of cool,
Sonny Angel. I mean, fuck me, that's going back
Sonny,
to the...
Sonny
Right.
Barger.
No, well, no, Sonny Angel.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
another
I
discussion.
think
Angels
if you
going back
put
to
it
the
that way,
40s.
if you the
So-
epitome of cool,
I also would like to
Okay.
support John's argument, and I will underscore yours. The Hollywood actor
I'm
who's
supporting, just trying to help him get there.
yeah, well, and the Hollywood actor with the nickname of King of Cool, who knows who this is? Starred in Papillon, starred in Bullet,
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. So Steve
we said Steve
McQueen.
McQueen.
I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
reaffirming because his
Yeah.
name was actually, and he's the coolest fucking. That's like my spirit animal.
Exactly.
I have other inspirational
McQueen is my
people,
spirit
but I just want to support that.
Exactly.
Also,
And
that's when you had guys riding the unridables, the two-stroke GP
Yeah.
bikes,
But
right?
hang on. When was Steve McQueen at his coolest?
Well, 60s and early.
That-
70s.
that-
Still
It
70s.
was well into the
It's
70s.
still it's well
though.
into the 70s.
But
yeah.
no, but he was
I mean,
at his...
Bullet was 68, and he
68.
rode a wave, for years after that.
When
You know,
was
and
On Any Sunday filmed?
71, I think.
yeah.
And when
Yeah.
was Bullet?
68.
68.
Photo 68.
Oh, because Bullet is pretty fucking cool.
Because, and I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to vote against this, not because I don't agree, because I was there, John. And I mean, the 70s were incredibly cool. But I think for me to vote that the 70s are cool would be just to brush under the carpet of how fucking cool English motorcycle culture was in the 60s.
Yeah.
And it was the
But the
coolest
only-
of the cool.
Yeah.
The only context I have is the U.S.
Yeah, and there you
Okay.
are.
John, we're going to
So
take
maybe-
a vote. But
Do we want to frame this as
No.
U.S. in the
no,
70s? then?
no, we're not going to, because I'm going to say we're going to take a vote, but I'm going to say, John, that was a decent attempt.
It was good.
I see why you went there.
Yes.
But you're talking just like rods.
I see
mods
why you
and
went there.
rockers
There was
and
a
all that.
decent attempt.
It was the booze
But
talking.
let's vote. Okay.
Are you going to fart? What are
Was
you
that
doing?
the
No,
vote?
that was voting. That was the vote.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I thought you were passing gas.
Scotty,
No.
you're breaking my heart
I
here.
can't say it's
You're not supposed to
uncool.
call
I
it
wouldn't
out.
say that.
No, I mean, it's
Steve
cool.
McQueen.
All
It is cool. But
But it's not cool.
I'm not.
I'm not saying the other decades aren't cool also, but that's the coolest.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
cool
think.
and
John, we voted. We're moving on.
with
Yeah, we're moving.
You're still
on.
cool.
Yeah.
Just not cool.
I,
Cool.
I stand in dissent.
All right. We got.
I'll take a crack at it.
All right, Scotty.
All right.
Now that you see,
I'm voting against yours, Scotty. I don't care what it is.
That's fine.
Oh, come on.
I'll still love you. When I'm out riding and having a good time, even if I'm by myself with friends, whatever, I'm out and enjoying the air, enjoying the roads, enjoying my time. And one of the fun things is when people wave at me. You know, little couple fingers. Even when I was on the Nikon, 3 fingers. I think that scooterists.
Do you get a single finger when you're on your
Yeah,
XR?
from time to time. But hey, I think that scooterists are out there doing the same thing. I always wave
Yep.
at scooterists. I think waving at scooterists is the cool thing to do.
Are scooters
thank
stable
you,
enough
Scotty.
to wave? I mean, if you actually take your hand off the handlebar of a scooter, Bagel, doesn't it like dash you into the asphalt?
Oh no,
immediately?
you're much more stable to take your hand off the handlebar on a scooter than you are on like a Harley.
No, it's not true at all. That is not true.
Okay.
But
No.
yeah, that's
So,
my thing. Is I think
all
that
right.
waving the other road users that are enjoying the
I'm
same
going to argue.
things-
I'm going to argue with
Fine,
you
you
here.
can argue with me.
Because, and I've long said that, we know that there are scooterists like Bagel who have proven themselves over and over that they are cooler than many of us bikers. But I feel like I have been taken when I wave at a scooter and it is a flip-flop wearing kid in
Oh,
shorts.
yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I got screwed in that deal.
You live in flip flop town though.
I know. I'm
Doesn't
just saying.
matter.
So,
But you're being the better person.
but I don't wave at all scooters. I try and size them up first. And what I do instead of waving is I nod my head because that could have been a sneeze. We don't know. You can interpret that
Plausible
as
done tonight. though.
a
that's
acknowledgement of your existence or a sneeze.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're even discussing this, to be honest.
Well, it's not.
We have a whole movie about this.
Yeah, we
Right,
did make a movie.
I
A
know.
whole movie
Right?
that won
I know.
awards.
But when you said blanket waving at scooters,
Scooterists, kids
no.
on Surons, I'll wave at
No.
everybody.
So where to hang on?
Can-Ams.
no.
Hang
No.
on.
Oh,
Wave at the
no.
Can-Ams.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no, I do, but with 3
Can-Am
fingers.
Spider.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
And the
Yep.
thing is, we have consistently trashed Can-Am Spiders on this show, and
Not
then we
entirely.
had Tyler Risk on,
Yes.
and Tyler rides a Spider because fuck me, she's got an incredible story.
Mm-hmm.
And so they suddenly became uncool and then cool. But
Right.
I can't put my hand on my heart and say a wave at them still. Because
You know what?
not
That-
every
that-
spider rider is as cool as Tyler.
That may be, but not every motorcycle rider is as cool as any of us. But we still wave at them. And that podcast with Tyler changed my mind about spiders, and I wave to them now.
Okay.
I use my nod.
Yeah,
It comes in handy.
Sneeze
My
nod.
sneeze. Yeah.
Because they're wearing helmets, they're exposed, they're out on the road, they're getting out. I'm going to wave to them.
Okay. So
I don't care about what their reasons are or what their motivations are. They're doing it. I'm going to acknowledge that. I'm going to give them props for
So
that.
what we're going to distill it down to, Scottie, is the cool part is the camaraderie between people on two wheels.
Are you saying that you think that people who wave at scooters are cool?
No, I am closer
I
to
would say so.
Emma's. Oh, obviously,
Just the camaraderie of
the camaraderie between road users that are taking additional risks, like Emma was talking about a little earlier, and getting out in a way that isn't available if you have four wheels.
I will say that, yes, we encourage waving at all two-wheeled riders, maybe even the three-wheel
We have
Can-Am.
never encouraged waving at a scooter. I'm calling
All
bullshit
two-wheeled
on
riders,
this
Liza,
Right.
conversation.
all of them.
We literally
Right.
made a movie about. So I think my daughter waved a giant dildo, possibly at Bagel,
But
That works. That works.
just to drive the point
If I
home.
remember, Jim, that you actually endorsed the chimpanzee approach to scooters and flinging feces at them. Wasn't that something?
but I will
Except,
say,
except at
against me.
AMA
That's-
Vintage.
I will
Days.
say
fine.
that your
Then they're
presentation is more of a PSA and not a cool thing.
Fair enough.
All right, let's wrap it up.
That's fine.
Okay,
You can-
so
you can
we
knock me
will
down.
vote on how cool it is to wave at scooters.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, it is cool to wave at scooters,
No, it's not.
just not cool.
Yeah, fair.
I'm sorry,
I see you all. I see you all.
film about
I see you.
Bagel, you are absolutely cool.
Yeah, but he's also crying, biting into
Yeah,
a sandwich.
you're not waving to me either, are you?
Crying into his
I
beer.
don't see any hands over there.
Okay, Neal.
Sure.
Yeah,
Pressure's on, Neal.
yeah,
Pressure's on.
Yeah, pressure
us
is
home.
on.
What's
They're turning. They're turning now.
right? So what I'm think is cool is much more prosaic than what. The great things so far.
It's a big word.
So
I know.
Yikes.
So going into a motorcycle shop, so I had this experience. I went to Santa Clara Cycles, Doug's shop,
Yep.
and he has
great.
a lot of great bikes there for sale on the floor. And one of them was this really clean CL72 Scrambler.
Okay.
Ooh,
Right.
nice.
And so it had a detail on it that brought me right back to my childhood because my uncle had one of these when I was like 6 years old. And so what his had on it was this thing called a snuffer knot.
What?
What?
A
Okay,
snuffer
this
knot.
just got
You're gonna have to
interesting.
spell
What?
that. I don't
Is
understand
that
what you're
like
talking
a
about.
fancy name for a spark arrestor?
SNUF-R-NOT. So snuffer knot.
Have you heard of this, Emma?
I think it's an American thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So a
just getting
snuffer knot
interesting.
looks like a washer that
pull it
has
out
a bolt
slowly.
on it with like a twisty thing, and you take off your muffler, you put this on the end of the pipe so you can close it and quiet the bike down, or open it up and have that full 250cc, to make it go faster.
Where is this? Is this
Interesting.
just something that you carry in your pocket?
No, you mount it in the pipe
butt
after you
plug
take
for your motorcycle.
Is it a butterfly
On
valve
the end of the pipe.
Yeah, it's basically a butterfly valve
with a knob so
with
you
a
can
knob.
adjust
So
it?
it's called.
So it's kind of like a retro version of whistle tips. Do you remember
much.
those?
John likes playing
Not
with his
quite.
pretty much.
Right. So
So
Okay.
a snuffer knot.
snuffer knot.
Yeah. So I think about so I look at modern cars, and
Yeah.
some modern motorcycles have one that's electronically controlled. Like for
Oh, yeah.
example,
Yeah, that's true.
my V-Strom
The
has that.
bypass.
Oh, right.
Right. So it has this little servo gizmo that opens this valve or closes it. It
Yep.
opens up at around 5,500
Yeah,
RPM.
but that does a different job.
I know it does.
That's for back
Is that
pressure.
but it does
Yeah.
keep the bike quiet.
But it's
But it's
the
not a
same
snuffer knot.
idea.
But it's not a snuffer knot. It's the 21st century version of a snuffer knot.
Okay,
It's
so
the same idea, just applied in a different way.
so are you saying you're saying a snuffer knot is cool?
So that brought me right back to being 6 years old, staring at my uncle's 250 Scrambler, remembering rides on it, and remembering doing the snuffer
And
knot.
that's cool. Was that...
I'm glad you just weren't looking at your
Was-
uncle's snuffer knot.
Aye. Uncle Ernie's snuffer knot. Was that a 1970s bike? No.
No,
When was-
1960s.
Oh, the coolest decade. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been about a 65 or 66.
Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah,
All right. Snuff or not?
snuff or not.
All right. I'm just going to, we're going to take the vote. I'm just going to say, I didn't even need to know what it was just by the name. I'm like, that's cool.
I'm torn. Sure, not just the name
Yeah,
alone.
exactly. Why not?
I can't vote for it. I'm sorry.
Obscure motorcycle
no, that's
parts are
fine.
cool.
Well, because it's
Snuff or
not
not?
1970s.
No.
Not even
It's
German.
rudimentary.
Because I think it should be open all the time and loud.
It's
well, there is
rudimentary
that.
Fair enough,
technology.
yeah.
It's rudimentary technology, but it is effective.
But I think if we distill it down, I think what Neal's getting to is a lot of this charming, simple stuff from the 1960s. It was a simpler time. Bikes were simpler. Accessories were simpler. Life was simpler.
Okay. So we had, how many? Three cool-cools? How many?
Yeah, I'll go cool.
No, that was
And the rest.
No.
You gotta-
We already voted. How many?
yeah,
How many
three.
got a cool? Benos, Chaffee.
I'll give it one.
Yeah. Motorcycles in general, and
Motorcycle.
well, I took the easy way out, and I'm the first to admit it. But I
Ape
think
racing.
it was as
Ape
good a
racing.
place
Okay.
as any to start.
There you go. Now we have determined what is cool.
Motorcycles are just the coolest because that's
Yeah.
why we're here.
All right.
Yeah.
You took the easy one. Well, thank you,
Sandbagger.
everyone, for playing along. I just wanted to do that.
I don't get to play.
Oh, you didn't go?
The fuck?
I am so sorry. Go ahead, Jim.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
I forgot. Oh, because you had said you wanted to go and then Bagel went. Yes. Go
I
ahead.
don't care. Anyway, so I'm going to go quick in a broad sense. Inspiration is what I think is cool. And I think we all draw inspiration from different places, right? It might be from 1970s motorcycle culture, and you want to build a
Let's see what he's
chopper,
doing here.
right? It might be inspiration from Mother Nature, right? You read John Muir as you venture into the redwoods or up into the Sierras,
Okay.
right? So I'm going to say inspiration is what's cool. So wherever we all find it, and if you haven't found an inspiration in a while, I will say look for it because it abounds all around us. So more specifically, is where it gets cool. I'm going to be inspiration provided by Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
Because I'm educating Liza here and trying to get
Yep.
her
Who is the
excited about it.
coolest of the cool?
He's that guy with the hat, right?
He's
Yeah,
just, he's
yeah.
a-
It's the guy with the hat.
Sunglasses.
yeah. So,
Generally, he wears a floppy hat and yellow-coloured aviator
and I'm just
glasses.
trying
Shorty
to connect,
shorts,
make
yellow socks.
a nexus with Liza and Hunter S. Thompson to get her excited. So here, a couple of quotes quickly, and then I'll. Some people will tell you slow is good, but I'm here to tell you that fast is better. I've always believed this, in spite of the trouble it's caused me. Being shot out of a cannon will always be better than being squeezed out of a tube. That's why God made fast motorcycles, Bubba. His second more famous quote that a lot of will recognize is faster, faster until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. So I will say inspiration I think is cool. Secondly, find people that are personally inspirational to you. So if you've ever seen Fear and Loathing, if you know anything about Hunter S. Thompson, me, John, Craig, and some other fools are heading down to the desert south of Barstow.
I'm beginning to
Referenced
feel
in all of
lightheaded.
that. Yes. So past the ether and a salt shaker full of Coke, we're going.
So,
Ether.
just
oh
to
my
be clear,
God.
just to be clear, is your presentation that Hunter S. Thompson is cool or just inspiration is cool?
Inspiration is cool, and more specifically, wherever you find your own personal inspiration. And more specific, Hunter S. Thompson's fucking cool.
Whenever I ride, I always have Barry in my heart. And as long as I keep Barry in my heart, I can ride fast.
You're talking about Barry
Barry
Gibb?
Sheen?
Barry Sheen.
Yes, Barry Sheen. He was the
For me, it's
greatest
Barry
of the-
Gibb.
Yeah, and Barry Gibb.
What about Manilow?
Because I've heard you singing that falsetto.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, you draw an inspiration, and a lot of the reason I ride like I do is because of Barry Sheen, who's always been to me the greatest of the great. So I'll endorse that.
Demon laid on the brakes.
Yeah.
Hey, Emma. Staying alive. Staying alive. There we go. So, okay, we're voting on inspiration.
So personally, my spirit animal is Steve McQueen, 60s and 70s.
Okay, you're just
So
you're
that's
just
my-
going
He's
all
got a
over the
rap
board.
over
Keep
there.
giving me.
You're going all over
give
the
me
board.
chances.
I'm trying. You're
Yes.
you're
my
presenting
word.
Yes.
Say Hunter S. Thompson.
inspiration.
Inspiration.
Okay. Does anyone need any more clarification? Or are you guys ready to vote?
Who's gonna vote against inspiration?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, super cool, dude.
Yes,
Liza
inspiration is
wants
the
to.
greatest thing. in the
Liza's
world.
trying to find a reason.
It wasn't that a Calvin Klein perfume?
Oh, what?
Sure.
Inspire.
I will say yes, and I was going to say a lot of the things that you mentioned aren't inspiring to me, but there are YouTube videos I've been watching of car mechanics that have got me inspired to go wrench some more.
What got me going on this was listening to Emma and you and everyone else's story, because everyone's story, I think, was inspirational in a sense, right? So anyway, whatever.
Yeah, when you stay with the broader term inspiration, I'm in. Yeah. All right, well, there you go. We got another cool.
Cool.
I think so.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, so you guys wanted to do you guys are going to the desert soon.
We are, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I have a question for you, because every year you find something stupid to do. What's the stupid thing you're going to do this time?
I can't say it.
It's what do you? It's
I literally think it's illegal. Like really illegal.
We could say what it involves, right?
Might
No.
not go out there. That's fine.
Does it involve flames?
Some people like cucumbers pickled.
Love it. Anyhow,
Okay.
What?
Does it involve firearms or weapons?
yeah, I don't think we need to push this one.
Does it involve baby oil?
No, those are your campouts. No, it's going to be all harmless
involve
fun.
baby
all
oil.
harmless fun.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so much fun, inspiring nonsense to get up out there.
I was telling Craig about the route you took us on last time, where we looked to the south and just that road went across the road and into
It's
nowhere.
my favorite thing.
So we'll check that out too. But yeah.
My
So
favorite thing.
we've had a bunch of people responding.
Yeah, I'm getting messages from people about the location. Yeah, so I'm stoked. People are bringing firewood, which is great. The weather's going to be funky. We're going to get a little bit of everything. It's going to be beautiful when I get down there on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to rain, maybe half an inch on Thursday. Might even fucking snow.
It's going to be great. It'll keep the dust down.
Oh my God, come Friday, and it'll probably change between now and then anyway. But if we get a little bit of rain, it like packs the sand down. It erases all the tracks. It's like awesome. So it's going to be a bitchin' week.
I don't know if you've ever ridden on real sand shortly after a torrential rain. It is like riding on Velcro.
It's wicked.
It is so
I
good.
have, yeah.
You can corner. The only thing that's going to keep you from cornering sharper is how many G's you can pull without passing out.
It's
It is
awesome.
so cool.
The desert after rain is
Wow.
awesome.
I know we already played the cool game, but I'll tell you something else that's cool.
Tell us.
Jim's flag.
Yeah, that is cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost brought it tonight. So anyway, we're heading out to the desert, and if anyone's curious, I'm gonna give Liza the GPS coordinates and my flag to post, I think, on the Facebook. But you can find us, but it's still good to know if you're like rolling in with a bunch of people and you don't exactly know who you're looking for.
I don't think you even need to provide a picture. Just the color alone will stand out.
Yeah, it was almost the biggest flag I could get. That was in like a hot pink. Is that what it was?
Hot pink.
I mean, those of us that venture out into the
giant.
Yeah, those of us that venture out into the country, people like their flags. I've never been a flag person, but you see the flags. I'll just say that. And I wanted to represent the Misfits properly, but also give someone a beacon to be like, oh, obviously that's the camping area. So
Nice.
it's got to be like 5x6, and it's bright pink, and it's a Hunter S. Thompson logo. So if people are familiar with it's the hand clutching the peyote with two thumbs and the dagger coming down and the Gonzo logo. But I spray painted Misfits and stencils across it. So just look for the hot pink flag with a Gonzo and Misfits on it.
So if anybody's coming at night, are we going to put... They should let us know so we can put the red lights up.
Here's what I'll say. As I was shocked, I'm like, people cannot find us at night. But if you put the GPS coordinates, it's on my Instagram, and I'll give it to Liza to post on... The GPS will take you in the middle of the darkness, right within 30 feet of where we are.
Great.
It's amazing. So yeah, people will find it. I'm also going to put lights on it. It's a 20-foot flagpole I got, so it'll be hopefully obvious. I was going to put a penis with wings, but maybe next year.
I think you made a good choice.
Too obvious.
Thank you. Good choice.
Yeah. So look for the pink flag with the Gonzo symbol on it.
The fist.
With the fist, I know.
Yeah.
With peyote, but we're heading down. I'll be there. Are we talking about it? I'll talk briefly. Then I got to split because got to see my girl. But I'm gonna be down there Tuesday around lunch. I think we have podcast listener coming in from Utah. Someone else coming in Tuesday afternoon. Everybody's bringing firewood, and we're gonna get all sorts of weather and shit. And we're gonna ride bikes and go to Hammertown.
Emma,
Yes.
Can you please stop playing with the noisy toy?
Oh, that's what that sound was.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's Emma being bored and
No, I'm
playing
not being
with a
bored.
toy.
No, I was listening to
I
every
know.
word that Jim was saying.
Sorry, Jim.
Oh, I don't care. Fuck it. This time tomorrow, I'm like rolling into Bakersfield, listening to Chet Baker or something. I don't know.
Nice.
So anyway, yeah, we'll be out in the desert. Come on down. Gonna have a hoot. Gonna have us time. Light shit on fire. Do stupid shit.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I think I should bring not a ramp.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a good board here? Maybe I'll swing by and snag something.
Do you
Or
have
John,
not
if
an
you have a
ambulance?
not a ramp. Not an am. No, you better have your helicopter insurance out there.
Yeah.
We'll bring a not a ramp though.
Did you see? Oh, you didn't see. You're not on Facebook. Did you guys see that video I posted on their recycle page?
Oh, God, of the guy in the mud.
The guy jumping on a flaming ramp and
Oh,
endoing.
yes.
I'm like,
Oh, I've
that's
seen that.
perfect for
Well,
vintage
he didn't
days.
even really endo. I mean, he parted company from his bike at the end of the ramp.
That was
I
inspirational.
think
I
our
thought.
friend-
Yeah. I know.
Yes.
Our friend A.D. Crawford made a post on that said that may or may not be GP Pete.
I think he would have landed it. All right, hey, I'm gonna bounce though
Okay.
because I'm out of here tomorrow night. So
Cool.
great seeing everyone. Till
Be
next
safe,
time.
Jim. I'll
Hey,
see you
Jim.
when you
Yeah.
get back.
Yeah. Oh, that's nothing. It's going over 17 every day. That's dangerous.
Yeah, right. That's
Oh
true.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. All right. See you, Jim.
Be
Ride
safe.
fast. Take chances.
Okay. Next up, I have a challenge for the group.
A shalom.
We're going to work together, but we're going to take turns here.
Okay.
I thought it would be fun if we try and do the alphabet game, naming either a model or brand of motorcycle for each letter and see if we can get through this.
Okay.
Now, it's not like a competition. We're working
Right.
together, but I'll start and we'll go one by one through all the letters. And if you get really like you got nothing, look around the room. Maybe somebody will offer something up and we'll help each other. Because I think it's a fun challenge. Because just when we were playing out in the garage and you're like,
yeah,
you know,
when-
it's like brain freeze. And it is kind of hard. But I think we can do it. So I am going to start. And I'm going to go with a pretty rare motorcycle, the alligator.
Oh.
Ooh.
A for alligator.
Tell us more.
Oh, no, I have to go. No, it's the Gurney, the Dan Gurney alligator.
Okay.
That's my A bike. So it can be a model or a brand. All right, we're going to John. B.
Benelli.
Benelli.
Of course,
There you go.
Benelli. Jamati.
How do you, what?
Jamati.
Is that with a J?
No. C.
See?
Chamati.
Yeah.
Is that
Italian.
Peruvian?
No,
No.
it's Italian. Beautiful little things.
All right. All right, Neil.
Ducati.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm imagining this or not, but is there an Englin motorcycle? Englin?
Eglin.
Oh, Egley.
Eglin.
Yeah,
An Eggley.
Egley.
Fritz Eggley.
And there was like the Egley Vincent.
Yes, yes, yes.
Egley. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, Bagel. F.
The Flying Merkel.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
I'm going to go with very simple. I'm going to go with the, I'll go rare, the GS80.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
H2.
Oh, the model. Or you could do Hodaka.
I could do Hodaka, yeah.
I
fair
will
enough.
go Italjet. Italjet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Jawa.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no,
good,
good
good,
call.
Kawasaki.
Oh, very good.
Kawasaki.
Yeah,
it's an
this
easy
one.
Yeah.
All right, Bagel.
La Verda.
Ooh.
Ciao, Bella.
I will go Malaguti.
Yes.
All right.
NT 700, 750, whatever the
Yeah.
NT model from the Honda.
The NT.
Yeah.
What's the NT?
Isn't that the?
You mean the NC?
Oh, okay. That was
Yeah,
NC.
the NC
There we go.
700.
NC
Yeah, that was,
700.
yeah, but he was right with the N.
It was just picking anything aside from Norton.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of Norton. That would have been too easy.
Yeah. Let's go to Spain. Osa.
Ooh, good one.
Oh.
Piaggio.
Very good.
Q. Yikes.
That's relatively easy. Think.
No, Liza, you
What
can't
in the
do
world
that.
was
Liza.
that?
You can't do
Give
that.
it a clue.
It was not helpful. That was confusing.
I
Yeah.
have
Chinese
places I could
Chinese
offer.
motor. Chinese manufacturer.
I mean, if we're working together, you could just say it.
QJ.
Oh, no!
QJ.
QJ, yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Quanjin.
Guanjin.
Oh, Quanjin.
All right.
Or the NSU quickly.
Liza.
Another option.
What?
The Quickly,
Quickly.
Yes.
which is the last thing it ever was.
Yes. anything but.
Yes.
R.
Right. Is that
Comes up
Bagel?
next.
Bagel
Oh,
R?
is it my turn?
Yes.
The Raketa, which is a very obsolete scooter.
Okay. I'm going to go with a bike that has long been on my list of I will one day own one of these. Have not yet. Is the ST90.
Ooh, that would
That's a
be
good one. I'm disappointed, though. I thought you were going to say Estella.
No. ST90, it's a blown up Trail 70.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
a,
yeah.
that's a really
Alex
cool
took
one.
him to
That's a
Bigger-
very
Bigger
cool
wheel
one.
Trail
Yeah,
70.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's like a nice one to have.
T120.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
Yep.
I'm going to go for a really rare one. 1920s American, the Underslung.
Ooh.
He knows. It's kind of a scooter car. It's got two wheels, but it's the Underslung. Very rare thing.
So I could go modern or vintage, and I think I'm going to go vintage. I'm going to go with Velocet.
Ooh,
Very
good.
nice.
All right, I'm sticking with W now.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my word. I feel like if I wasn't here with y'all staring at me, I could probably come up with one. But I'm lost. I don't know. What's a W thing?
There is one. You can have a clue. It's not all who are lost.
The Wander?
The Wanderer.
The Wanderer. What is that? I don't even know what that
It's
is.
a wanderer.
It's a
It's German.
That's true.
Ja, das Wanderer.
Wanderer.
Ja, das gibt gut.
for your Wanderlust.
Oh, and Bagel gets X.
X.
Well, I was going to say for the W, there's also the W250, but for the X, I will offer the X Country from BMW.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
good one.
Nice.
Why?
Yes.
So many. I'm just going to go slam dunk Yamaha.
Yamaha.
All right. Come on. You got
Z.
this. You
Bring
got
us
this,
home.
John. You
Zero.
got this.
Ding, ding,
There you go.
Ding,
Or
ding,
you
ding.
could have had
Okay.
Zundap.
That was my other one, yeah.
Do you think we
Yeah.
can do another round? Do you think we can keep it going and not repeat?
Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
So that means I start with A?
Yeah.
Okay. Germany. The Adler.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
goodness, B.
Yeah, you weren't prepared for
Oh, no. I
Oh, I got one.
What's next?
this. B.
B.
I was going to say Benelli.
Hey, I'll give you a
need a
hint.
little help.
That's the
Are
hint.
we just doing round robin here?
Think
or-
of a
or-
logo that does that.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Well, of course. Yes, a BMW.
There you go.
I was thinking Bultaco, but
Yeah, that's a lot.
Portaco Chimoto.
A C. I don't know.
Definitely a case of brain lock.
Ooh, I got to see. I
Kajiva.
got to see.
Kajiva. Yeah, that's
With
good.
little
Bagel,
elephants.
don't jump in too soon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
okay. It's
Are
a
we still
team.
going in order
It's a
here?
team
Yeah,
we are.
yeah, but it was Scotty's
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, well, that's
Okay,
that's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
I appreciate
But you
it.
you saved Scotty. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Do
Bagel.
you want to do D then, Scotty?
Nah.
All right, you got D.
Do
Me?
D. Yeah,
Yeah.
D.
Yeah, Bagel.
Come on, D.
DMR.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
is that German?
Yes.
DMR
Ooh.
Diemsto.
Well, then I'm going to head over to Italy for the Energica.
Ciao.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes.
F800, F850, BMW.
Okay.
Let's go to Italy again for Gilera.
Buono.
H.
So, Italmoto versus not Italjet, because that was already.
No,
H.
you're on H, darling.
You're an H.
Oh, I'm H.
You're H.
Oh, here's one. Horex.
Oh, yes.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. You could have had Hodaka.
Or Hayabusa.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, or Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Stretched or strung.
Either way.
Yeah,
Hey.
I feel like I've completely lost my abilities here. I don't know. Ital Moto, I don't know what that is.
I can help you.
Hold on, just try.
You just want to let me dangle for a
Try,
minute?
yeah, dangle for a minute. Are you thinking brand or model?
I was thinking
You're looking around the
brand,
room?
but I've got to probably switch that up.
I can. Oh, can I give you a clue?
Please.
1980s sport bike.
That is not. I'm
So
not
there's
picking up on that.
Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
I can give you
Come on, that was easy.
Japanese.
Oh, there's a brand of cruisers. Indian.
Oh, there
there
you
you
go.
go.
There. See, I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
Did you not get the 80s sport bike?
Yeah, no, that didn't help.
Emma, 80s sport
Interceptor.
bike. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, Bagel.
All right, and are we on J?
Yes.
I would suggest the J anus.
Oh, the Janus.
Well done.
Shout out to Cleveland Moto.
Yes, the Janus for others who are not familiar with the name.
Well done. I will go with the first bike I took cross country, the K75 RT.
Ooh, nice.
All right, John.
Oh,
L.
yeah, that's what
Is it L?
L.
L.
And what was the L in the first round?
Laverda. Laverda.
Okay.
There's that other scooter brand.
Oh, Lambretta, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
you got to have Lambretta,
Well done.
Very nice. Well
So,
done.
Thanks, Scotty.
So let me see. We're on M. On M. Let's go back to Spain. Montesa.
Good one.
Ooh.
A model in NX 750.
Yeah.
How about
yeah.
a brand?
Yeah.
Well, that was that. You got the answer.
For
Oh, you
O.
got it? Okay.
Oh.
I'm on O. O set. The little electric trial scooters things.
Oh, is that OSED?
Oh.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah. Ooh.
P. You're up, Bagel, with P.
Go on, have a P.
Oh, am I?
Ben. Yeah,
Am I
Yes,
on
yes,
D?
it's you.
P.
Panigale.
Oh, Panigale.
Di
Sure.
Ducati.
Yeah,
Panigale. Who put the pain in Panigale? I did.
Okay, I have one. I think it qualifies. Quasar.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
very nice.
yeah.
I
Motorbike.
sat in one at the
Did you?
Birmingham Museum.
Yes.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Quasar is a motorbike.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. RD 350.
Yeah, there you go. S. Suzuki. How can we have ignored Suzuki?
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
Suzuki.
Triumph.
Oh, easy.
okay.
Ural.
Ooh, good one.
Urinal. Okay.
Who's next?
PR,
You are,
are.
Bagel.
You are Bagel.
CU.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, V.
What was the V on the first round?
Victory.
Victory.
Oh, was it victory? Or
No, it wasn't
it?
Victory. It was Velocet or something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
then victory.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
I was gonna say that was my choice.
Okay, I'm going to go to a now collectible Kawasaki, the W650.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
XT 225.
Right.
Ooh.
YZ 250.
There you go.
Good
Yep,
times.
yep. That was my backup last time. Okay. Neal,
Easiest
bring it
by
home.
ZX11.
There you go.
Ooh.
very cool.
Well done. This is something I think we could just sit around and just keep going. See how
Well, you
long
know,
we can keep going.
Kind of fun, though.
Do another round.
Yeah.
I did
No.
I did extensive research, which for me is like less than 5 minutes. But X proved to be quite a problem.
You know,
No, I
honestly,
do have one.
I found O the hardest one, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, O is you know,
O's tough.
You guys
Yeah.
were told about this?
Well, there's Xmoto is a Chinese brand.
yes,
X
but that's
Moto.
about it.
Yeah.
Now there's the XT I said. Then there's
Well,
the
you did great with the cross country.
XR 400, whatever.
Yeah, all the XRs.
Yeah.
You're right. There you go.
So I mean,
Once you
Yamaha
tap into
XT,
XLs,
you
yeah.
do
Yeah.
XT 225
There,
XR.
see, there
but,
you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in terms of actual make, I think it was just one.
Yes, but that's why I said or model.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
was plenty to choose from. Well, that
That's-
was fun.
That's such a fun game. I love playing that with family. It's
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a good one.
All right, so for our next subject,
Well,
I wanted to rehash an old topic that to me, was a debatable topic that Emma shut down. And I don't even know if we talked about it on the podcast.
I'll shut it down again.
But I brought it up again because it's always stuck with me. I brought it up again in private to some people, and I think I have some people on my side now.
You've got no one on your side, Liza.
So I had presented to you a few years ago what I thought was a clever idea, and you immediately shot down.
Food coloring in brake fluid.
Yes!
No!
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me go back to this.
All right.
Because when I was
water-based. Why would you put water in your brake fluid?
When I was flushing the brakes on my KTM last weekend, and I was like, how do you know when you flushed it through? And again, I thought, I just want to put one drop of
No.
green or blue food coloring in there.
It's the worst idea
so that
in the
once
world.
you've gotten all the color out, one drop.
No.
Once the color is passed, you know you're to fresh fluid.
No.
And I presented this
No!
to Scottie.
This is something that I have done to some extent.
Okay.
I have been doing this for decades.
It's the worst idea in the world.
Hold on, Emma.
With bicycles.
Uh-huh.
And with bicycles, where many of them use not a dot fluid like we're used to on motorcycles, but they use a mineral oil.
Mineral oil, yeah.
And
Actually, my KTM uses
Which
that in
is
the clutch,
not
yeah.
hygroscopic.
Oh, shush. One of the things about that is that depending on which brand you buy, and they're interchangeable, you can buy it in red or yellow or blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I've made a habit of always just picking a different brand. And I learned after talking about this with Liza that, maybe food coloring might not be the right choice. But one of the funny things I found was that the DOT specification actually specifies the colors. So .5 is always a certain color. .4, .5.1, they all have their specific colors.
That's not true.
In part to help you tell them apart so you don't end up mixing the glycol-based ones with the silicone-based versions of it. But that's specific to countries. In some countries, you can get .5, which is the silicone-based one, I believe, in different colors. And one very popular thing to do in those countries is to change up the color. Well, that's not available here. Our .5.1, I think, which I think I use all the time, is always that same straw color. And it's required to be that color by regulation.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not always that color.
Well, there are a couple exceptions, and I've found the perfect exception for Liza.
Oh, yeah?
I have found the blue dye that is made for hygroscopic applications. And I've brought you a bottle. This is a Mixol brand universal tinting paste. I think it's probably super toxic because it's made of a bunch of things that have it's just strings of vowels. But I have here some blue dye, not food coloring, but dye.
Don't put it in your mac and cheese.
Yeah, don't eat this stuff. For you to use to dye one canister of, I think a little goes a long way with that stuff. It looks,
I bet.
pretty gnarly.
Little
But
drop will
again,
do
why
good.
do I have to put it in the canister? Why can't I just put a drop in the master cylinder when I start to flush?
I think that if you're using the right
Yeah.
dye, it probably wouldn't be an issue. But I think that my guess is that if you use this stuff, the
Might be
volume
too concentrated.
is going to be way too concentrated if you put it right into the master
One drop?
cylinder. I think that's going to be
I think this is the worst idea
gnarly.
in the world.
Oh, shush, you nattering
What does it
nabob
taste
of
like?
negativism.
No, okay. I'm gonna shut this down right now because what we've actually got is people who don't understand what they're talking about shit that they shouldn't. Anytime you introduce anything new into braking material, you are severely changing the properties of that. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. There have been so many errors in this, Scottie. You know nothing about the colour of .5. It comes in purple, it comes in clear, it comes in yellow, all in this country. .4 and .3 are completely compatible with one another.
Right.
Severely hygroscopic. If you introduce anything into them, you are compromising the fluid. Brake fluid is naturally coloured. It's like your piss. If it is clear or pale yellow, you are healthy. Once it starts getting dark, you're done.
How do they get the purple in?
In the dot 5. Dot 5 is silicon brake fluid. It's a completely different material. I'm talking about dot 3 and 4. You don't have any bikes that take dot 5, Liza.
Yeah.
All your bikes take dot 3 and 4.
So-
like most bikes
but-
on the road. The only bikes
but
that
I-
really take dot 5 are older Harleys.
Right, but I think the idea here is that you can put this dye in your dot 3 or dot 4
I think
brake
putting
fluid.
anything in brake fluid, whether
But-
it's suitable or not, is an appalling idea.
But if the dye is hygroscopic itself,
oh, you're
it-
playing with chemicals.
right? Well, obviously.
So
Right, but what it's
But
doing though
it's
is
German.
you're putting this chemical in the brake fluid, the old brake fluid that you're getting rid of anyway. So you're putting the dye in there so that you know once that is gone out of your brake valve, your bleeder valve, then you know you have fresh brake fluid in your system.
that's
Yeah,
that's why
that was the original idea.
that's my original
I-
idea.
So
I think that's not a bad idea.
No,
Because you
I
dye the
think-
old stuff you're getting rid of anyway. That lets you know once it's gone, right?
Yeah, that's my point. That's why I don't understand why you're so opposed to this.
The only way you can truly know that your brake system is clear is by dismantling it and actually blowing out the lines with compressed air, dismantling the master cylinder, dismantling the calipers. Now, when you bleed a brake system, especially when you power bleed a brake system like I do at the shop, you suck most of it out, but tiny residue remains. Now, that doesn't matter because the body of the brake fluid has been changed. And
Exactly.
the color, you're on the right track by knowing the color, but
Right.
it naturally occurs. Because it's hygroscopic and it takes stuff out of the atmosphere, it changes color naturally. And so, like your piss, if your piss goes the color of like brown, you better toddle off to the doctor. And when you look at your brake fluid and it's brown, you'd better toddle off to the brake doctor.
Okay, so let me
And
just
if I can
Yeah, Bagel.
just interject, if the brake fluid is old enough for it to become discolored, then yes, you can rely on that. But if your brake fluid is not that old, but you want to flush it anyway to make sure that it doesn't have any moisture in there before it changes color, you could use this dye to dye the fluid that's in your master cylinder and flush that through to make sure that you've got that out of your lines to make sure that everything is new in there.
Very, very, very hesitant about adding anything to
So,
a braking system.
let me double down and make this a worse idea. So if you're saying it's hygroscopic and you can't put anything water based, what if I put one drop of spray paint?
That's even worse.
Giving her a
What?
terrible.
It's oil based.
Yeah, I
Put,
get
put
it.
a
It
drop
makes
of
sense.
crazy glue in there and see what happens.
yeah, why didn't
Well,
you do
that's
that?
clear.
That wouldn't work.
I need something
I think
that's
the
color.
scary thing about it is
Well, then
all
dye the
seals
crazy
that are
glue and put
going
the
on
crazy
would
glue
be
in.
compatible
No,
with those.
it's any time
Not a good
the
idea.
one thing you don't really want to mess around with is brake fluid. It's incredibly clever stuff.
Yes.
And it's brake fluid is very, very, very bizarre liquid. And you do not want to compromise it in any way. Because the one thing we rely on above all else are brakes. And if you're riding a bike with soft brakes or you're riding a bike with compromised brakes, you ain't riding. You know, and maybe because this is how I earn my living, I'm overly paranoid about this. But brakes, you don't fuck around with brakes. They will kill you quick.
I agree with you in general, other than the fact that we're talking about flushing through. So, it
But
would
if
seem,
you can guarantee that every single particle of foreign stuff gets flushed
and
through.
you can because it's acting as a dye. So when
Well,
there's
I'm not sure whether
no
you
color left.
No, I don't think you can rely
Oh,
on
you know
that.
what? I tell you what. Before we even argue about this anymore, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of brake fluid into a little like water bottle, and then put a drop and see if it floats in it or if it spreads across it. It's possible that it may not even disperse.
Yeah, it might not dissolve.
Or it's possible that it may dissolve and become clear, which proves it's a really bad idea.
Why would you even do
so maybe
it?
I'll do an experiment.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why would you?
Because I want to know when I have completely flushed.
There's a lot of other things to be curious about that won't kill you.
You want to make sure that the old brake fluid is out. Then you have to do all new brake fluid.
And so you mark it.
Right.
But you're never, without dismantling the system, you're never going to completely get the old brake fluid out. But that doesn't matter because the body, the majority is what's left is brake fluid. If you have brake fluid that's compromised with another chemical, even though the label says it may be compatible, that ain't good enough. The only way you could put any kind of dye in brake fluid and flush it through to know that it is gone, bleeding won't do that. Even power bleeding, the sort of stuff I do, won't do that. The only way is to dismantle the master cylinder, dismantle the calipers, dismantle the lines, any junction boxes, and actually forcibly clean them with brake cleaner, with compressed air, get everything out. Why do you think brake cleaner is like it is? Because it disperses completely, it completely evaporates and leaves no residue whatsoever. That's very, very important. Brake cleaner and carb cleaner are very, very different. Carb cleaner, it's a lot dirtier than brake cleaner. You know, you spray it and it cleans, but it leaves residue. Brake cleaner leaves zero residue, and that's very, very important because you cannot compromise braking systems. You just can't do it. It's an incredibly poor idea.
I think it's a good idea that requires more research and understanding. Thanks to you're bringing up the alarm and the severity of this.
Yeah, I mean, you have.
And then
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think you really have to approach this very, very, very carefully, and just like, oh yeah, this says it's suitable, so it is not the approach to go with brakes. If you want to try it on a cooling system, if you even want to try it in engine oil, that's fine. But I think with our listenership, with what we do and who we are, if you are suggesting on this podcast that adding stuff to braking systems because it says it's okay on the label, that is incredibly irresponsible of us.
Again, we're not adding to, we are flushing through.
Yeah, but you can't guarantee it's gone.
But
right.
So hold on.
And I want to agree with Emma that adding foreign substances into your brake fluid is not a good idea. It's not going to help your braking capacity on your vehicle. And also, if you're using the dye method, you're going to have to add the dye for every single wheel that you're bleeding and flush it through for every single wheel that you're bleeding. Because when you do the first wheel, you need to make sure that it runs through clear for that first wheel so that everything in the line is clear. And then you have to, so your rear, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have to do your front. So you have to add more dye to the master cylinder.
They're different master cylinders.
Different master cylinders.
Well, okay, you're right.
Some bikes are linked.
Different master cylinders.
Some bikes are linked.
If they're not linked.
The front and the rear are linked.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but
and
but you still need to make sure that it runs clear before you can actually use it. But like Emma said, how do you know how clear it actually is?
Because all you're doing is looking at it. There's still, I mean, yes, you could argue that when I do a flush on a brake system, yes, the brake fluid's coming out clear, so I know it's through. But I also know that any residue left is brake fluid.
Yeah.
Once you dilute that down to a certain point, it's going to look clear anyway, and there are still going to be particles of that dye left.
And you're not
because you can't, and because you're not going to see them, and they're compromising the brake fluid.
But also at the same time, you could also argue that if you don't use the dye and you flush brake fluid through, you're seeing clear brake fluid, but you still may have particles of water in the system too.
Yeah,
because,
you might.
You know?
But then that becomes... So the reason you don't want water in the system is to keep down on corrosion, and water in the system, obviously, you can compress water.
Exactly.
So you'll know by the feel.
Doesn't water also lower the boiling point?
It can.
Sure. Yeah.
So what do you know about the boiling point of that? Do we know anything? See?
Well, good braking fluid, boiling point's like 600 plus degrees Fahrenheit.
So
right?
I have two. I've got a ton of brake fluid at the shop. And I use .5 on the Harleys, and for the few European bikes that do it, I have mineral oil, which goes in the clutch of KTMs, which is very, very special. The Magura Blood, which is like $50 for a tiny little bottle like that.
Oof.
Then I've got .3 and .4. .3 for the vintage British bikes, .4 for the Japanese bikes. But then I have .4 600 plus, which is the high boiling point .4, which I put in the back end of Ducatis, because they have tiny little master cylinders. And anything with a tiny master cylinder that's subject to high braking in the rear, I'll use the 600 plus, which has got a higher boiling point. That's one of the reasons why, like say, you don't just add chemicals, because you could completely change the property of the brake fluid with the smallest amount.
Yeah.
So I want to wrap this up for now, and I want to leave it open ended in that I want to ask listeners for not just their opinion, but if they have any ideas of something that they think would be less risky, but is still colored, that might be able to. And I don't want something that's going to mix in, because then that's going to dilute and you lose the color. I want something like, oil and like vinegar, how you can see it separate and it never really combines. So you can always see it.
So
that's what I'm
Like
thinking.
oil and water?
I think I want to say
yeah.
for our listeners,
Yeah.
this is a rhetorical conversation. We're not suggesting that you do anything to your brake fluid.
Yeah,
Yes.
please
No, this is still an experiment.
No,
And
we're not suggesting
thought
that anybody
experiment.
do this.
No, this is.
do nothing to the brake fluid
I
on your
said
bike,
brake fluid
please.
in a bottle. But what I'm saying is I'd like to hear from people if they have any ideas of what they think would be good to test on the bench in a bottle to see if it, because I want something again that doesn't dilute and spread, because that's how you will have particles, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still like the idea of being able to.
Or you can
put
just go
some
buy the
sort of
purple
a
brake fluid and
dye.
call it good.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, let's get to some emails. I have one here from, this is from Michael Don, who says he's got a
Hi,
dumb
Michael.
question.
There
There is no dumb question.
Only dumb people.
Jinx.
Okay. Says, hi, Misfits. Please help in my quest in becoming more moto literate. I appreciate that he's reaching out to us for this.
Yeah,
I need help.
Entirely the wrong people.
I need help in defining the following motorcycle terminology, because I assume everyone knows what this is. And here in Santa Cruz, this does mean something else. What exactly is a naked bike? Well, I saw a lot of naked bikes last night.
I saw the pictures.
And actually, we were talking about what is the optimal bike for a naked ride.
Ford Fiesta with the heater on.
So, and when did the term naked bike come around? Because
80s.
all bikes were naked bikes.
I think
Well,
it was
at
the
first.
90s.
80s or 90s when they started crashing their Gixxers and just
Well,
ripping
no,
the-
I
No, I don't think so.
No, it's naked bike is an American term.
Yeah.
So before 1995, I'd never heard the term naked bike.
Yeah.
The bikes you're thinking of were street fighters. And the
Yeah,
street
yeah,
fighters
yeah.
were specifically sport bikes that had the fairing smashed up, and you couldn't get full coverage.
Most
insurance,
JDM
so-
bikes would be naked then.
Yeah, so the GS, the GT series Suzukis, the KZ Kawasaki's, they're what we call naked bikes now, but back in the day, they were just motorbikes.
I mean, really, it was the 80s and the 90s when more and more bikes were being not just faired, but getting plastics covering the bodies.
See, I think we need to differentiate between a standard
Yes.
and a naked bike. I
Yes.
think naked is a broader term. A standard bike is a traditionally styled bike.
And I think that naked is a performance bike,
Or any bike with no fairing.
not just fairing, but the side panels.
Yeah. I
Like-
would think of a naked
think
bike
they
as
have
being
the-
more sport bike.
Exactly.
Like.
I
Yeah,
think
that's why I
they-
said a performance bike,
They
as opposed to.
they're bikes that are derivatives of the sport bike chassis.
So, for instance, you have a Gixxer, and then you have they have the naked versions of the
Yeah, the GSX-S.
Yes. that has a small fairing, but not a full fairing.
Yeah, no, I'd say that's a
So
naked
that's
bike.
called a naked bike. Is just something that doesn't have the bodywork on it.
We may
that
be
is common
wrong.
on a sport bike.
We may be wrong, but I think a sporty bike without a fairing is a naked bike.
But not a stripped
You
down.
would call a Sportster a naked bike.
And an extremely
No, that's a
cold
standard.
person riding around
cruiser.
Santa Cruz on a Saturday night wearing just boots and a helmet, wishing she was dead or anywhere else, is a naked rider.
Yes. So it is interesting because to us it seems like such a simple term. But then I was trying to think about the origin. And I think the origin came from when bikes were being fully kitted in plastic. And then they started offering versions not kitted in plastic. And that would be a ZX12 is a naked bike, right?
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the definition.
So a naked bike is basically a factory version of a
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I feel so. And a standard, by definition,
Street
is a naked bike, but it's a more traditionally styled. So
So
I
it's
think-
not,
I
it's
think
not
that's
that dumb of a question because it is interesting trying to like really define that. All right, John, you have one there?
I do. This is from Scott from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Scott.
Hey.
Hey there, Misfits. Somewhat motorcycle related. During the winter here in Pennsylvania, when I'm not riding any motorcycle, I have a 4x4 Yamaha Kodiak 400 with a plow.
What?
The previous owner
very
did not.
important to have.
The previous owner did not stable the fuel, so even after draining the fuel from the tank, I had to run off the choke, and I absolutely hate that. On one hand, I want to rebuild the carbs. On the other hand, I found eBay carbs for around $40. Do you or anyone at the garage have any experience with the cheap non-factory carbs, or should I toughen up and rebuild the carb? Thanks in advance. Toughen up and rebuild the carb.
Rebuild it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a mixed bag with those carbs. You know, Mike, my dear friend Mike Beck, had an XT 225, which have notoriously shitty carburetors on them from the factory. And I actually bought the cheapest carburetor we could find. And it ran great. But I fear that's the exception more than the rule.
Right.
Can I jump in on this one?
Yes.
I would say when you cannot get a factory or
Or a rebuild kit.
rebuild kit, then that is an alternative that is a hit or miss possibility. That's it.
And
It provides an alternative, but
Right. First choice, though, should be rebuild the existing car
right.
because that's what came from the factory. That was what is known to work with that bike.
Right.
As long as you get all the gunk out of it, it should run just fine.
And here's a Misfits top tip.
Ooh.
Check your rebuild kit carefully. They're not all created equal. And because the company is based in America and has got quite a cool logo of a ball bearing with a mohawk haircut, doesn't mean it's good quality. The best quality carb kits come from the Japanese manufacturers like Keihin, like Keister make a very good carb kit. These are the ones that are equal in quality to the original carb pieces.
you are not being followed by a siren that was here on our recording.
Yes.
I always appreciate it whenever I'm listening to a podcast and I hear a siren. I start looking around. I'll appreciate it when they.
I'm not getting pulled over, am I?
That's on our side.
Yeah, so no, I think that's it. There are times that it offers an alternative where there is not one available,
Right.
or where they're extremely expensive. You're not willing to spend that much money on a little, farm bike or something.
And funnily enough, one of the exceptions are a lot of the British bikes I do in the shop now. The old AMAL carburetors, they're fundamentally flawed. It's a die-cast carburetor, and it's very, very thin wall casting, and they deform very, very easily. And that's really a fundamental problem. And you can rebuild them all you want. You're still going to have a problem with either the slide sticking or rattling around. So generally, I will replace the carburetor with an AMAL replacement. Not cheap, but
All right. There you go. All right. Emma, you have one to read?
I do indeed. This is from George.
Hey, George.
Or it may be Jorge. Jorge with the bull taco.
Oh.
I just listened to your "Are You a Biker?" test questions.
Yes.
And I think most 1% MC Club members wouldn't score high enough. But it was fun to listen to. That's quite a controversial thing to say, Jorge. And I'm not going to either agree or disagree. I would change the "Have you jetted a carb?" to "Have you cleaned a carb?" I enjoy the podcast. Keep it up. And it came from his desktop, and the language is in English and US, and it was submitted from About Us.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, I mean, it's any time you've diddled around with carburetors, you're a real biker.
All right, Neal, you got one there?
Yeah. This message is from
Into the mic. There you go.
William Garton.
Hey, William.
Hey, Will.
Hi, William. It starts off, "Hi, Liza. With the off-road and overseas riding y'all have been doing, I thought a discussion of insurance options for medical evacuation might be a good topic.
Yep.
Oh,
I've started reading a bit, and I'm not sure I'm any less confused than when I started. I do have the search and rescue insurance Garmin offers with the InReach, but I'm unsure if it's adequate."
So
Yeah,
that's a good
I'll
question.
just know what all of us use here. It's the Air Med Care Network, and it's about $80,
But
$80 a year.
they're talking about overseas.
No, they have an overseas option too. You can add on.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
ooh.
Wait, what? Mm-hmm. So my short answer to that is I've never even considered getting insurance. I've never taken out any insurance other than immediate insurance needed for like riding wherever I'm riding. I do know, like I knew somebody who raced at Isle of Man and got extremely messed up, and friends and family had to raise $50,000 to get him brought back because he did not have the insurance. But that's somebody who definitely should have insurance when you're entering a race at Isle of Man. But I have never really worried about that, about being able to get back home.
It's one of those things. It's kind of everything's great until it's not great.
And I'll be honest, even on this trip I'm taking in Peru, they require that you have insurance. You can get it on your own, or they offer somebody who provides it. And I'm reading it and like, oh, if like your trip gets canceled due to this, or if something happens, or I'm like,
But that's just
well,
trip insurance.
This
That's not
trip insurance. I'm like,
medevac.
I've never taken that because if something happens on my trip, I pivot and I do something else, or I figure something out.
So
you
I
know?
think when I
So
bought
I've never done it.
my ticket for Pakistan 2 years ago, if I remember correctly, American Express had an option for a fly you home kind of thing. So and I think it was like $100.
Funnily,
I paid for it.
Funnily enough, for my ill-fated Vietnam trip that I wasn't able to take because I got so sick, when I got the visa from eVisa, they do you an option. Do you want travel insurance? And it's kind of not an option. You have to sign up for it. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't particularly expensive. I think the visa was like $20 and the insurance was like $75. But that'd fly you home because, the general consensus is you don't want to be treated at a hospital in Vietnam.
Well, and I want to say, I think everybody knows this statistically. Where are you most likely to have an accident?
Closest to home, of course.
Driving through a Bodabod.
Closest to home, right? So why is it that people are very concerned about getting insurance abroad as opposed to getting better insurance here? So I'm just going to say, because I do have Air Med Care helicopter insurance here, which I'm great to hear that this is something I might be able to bump up to get me home from somewhere else. But I recommend having it here in the States, and people may not know why they should have it. But here in Santa Cruz, if I get an accident on my bike, we don't have a trauma level hospital here, and you get flown over to Stanford.
Right.
If you're at Hollister Hills or at a racetrack or a track day, you get picked up in a helicopter and taken to a hospital. So
and you're on the hook for that bill. And
Air Med Care has joined. We used to just have our California helicopter insurance, but Air Med Care is an umbrella company that's bought up a lot of these smaller companies, and it covers the United States. So
it used to be like CalStar for California, right?
So
and
I recommend
everybody should get that.
Everyone should have helicopter insurance here, and then
figure out.
how to
Right.
expand
agree.
it on a trip. So that's my advice on that. So great, thanks for bringing that up.
And if you're a BARF member, I think you get which is Bay Area Riders Forum, you get a discount on the AirMed Care. So I don't have the code, but you should look
It's
for that.
like $60 a year, and my mom is
Right.
covered too. It's not much.
That's awesome.
All right, what you got there?
I got a note from Brandon.
Hey, Brandon,
Hey, Brandon. This is a great
let's
question.
go.
I was
Huzzah,
I
motherfuckers!
was waiting for that.
My project bike, a 71 Harley Air Mach-E Rapido 125.
Ooh, that's.
Very cool.
You like that, Emma?
What a
Yeah,
project,
I've got-
I'm sure.
I've got one in my workshop right now.
Oh, there you go.
It has severely pitted forks. I'm considering just getting new forks, probably from a different bike since they're going to be easier to find. I know I can use the diameter of the fork tubes to know if they'll fit in the current triple trees. How would I know if a different set of triple trees would fit the bike?
I'm going to jump in on this one. And I'm going to say, stick with your triple trees. And I think, in fact, I did respond to this person. I said, before you start looking into different triple trees,
See if you can get
call
some new
Forks
tubes.
by Frank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Call Forks by Frank.
Frank's Forks.
Frank's Forks. And see if they can get forks for you.
Oh, they can.
There you go. Call them. They deal with it. Now I'm going to tell you the answer, the other answer that Emma will hate. But I have in the past when I've had pitting, I've used clear nail polish and then some very, very fine emery cloth to polish it down.
No, I
The
mean,
thing you
that's
don't understand about hydraulic fluid in a fork.
No, this is the thing. You can fill it with an enamel, clear fingernail polish, and then very carefully sand it down.
And I mean, that's going to stop the seals tearing.
Yeah.
Because, it's not sharp. I mean, that Harley Davidson is Italian made, and Italian forks from about that period can really get rusty. There's quite a vibrant spare scene for those bikes, so you might be able to find some new forks.
But yeah, call Frank's.
Yeah, but Frank's will have them. Frank's have got forks for everything. A little ambitious with their prices. I mean, it could be a couple of $100 per leg.
They'll make them.
But
Yeah.
that's your only choice, and they will make them to spec.
Yeah, it's great to have a source like that.
Yes.
All right, Bagel, let's finish this out.
All right. I have an email here from Mike D.
Hey, Mike D.
And the subject is live to ride, ride to eat.
Yeah.
And Bike writes, I know you're behind on emails, but since you asked a few weeks ago about good rides with good food, I live at the foot of the mountains in South Carolina. When I go to ride in the mountains, I ride along Highway 11 to get there. Highway 11 is mostly farmland, so you get an open space and views of the Appalachian Mountains in the distance.
Nice.
Sounds great.
It's a nice, easy, scenic ride on the way to and from the extreme twisties of 276, a local favorite about as technical as the tail of the dragon.
Cool.
Well, if you're riding in the summer, you're going to be hot and sweaty at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
At the intersection of New Cut Road and Highway 11 is a peach stand called Peach Country.
Ooh.
With a tasty little treat.
That's the South's version of a taco truck.
As far as I can tell, they just chuck the peaches that are getting too ripe into the slushy machine. The result is a drink or sorbet that's a little thicker than frozen margarita and the flavor of fresh, ripe peaches.
That sounds great.
That sounds so good.
When you are tired and hot, it is absolutely amazing. The only problem is that the peach stand is only open during the summer, so you have to get it while the getting is good. Cheers, Mike D.
Oh,
Hey, Mike.
thank you
That's
so
great,
much.
Mike.
That
Mike.
sounds great. I
That
want a
sounds
slushy peach stand.
fantastic.
Sounds amazing.
Eat a peach.
Frozen
Little
peach
vodka in there and a
slush.
But you know, every place has something to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Every place, no matter where you are.
Speaking of live to ride, ride to eat, John, should I share my dumb idea?
Sure. It's not dumb.
So you guys might be interested in this. So you know how we've done the Moto Food Tour before? Well, I thought of just doing a taco tour, and we just go for a ride and have a taco at each taqueria.
Haven't we done something similar many years ago?
No. And like we were coming up with like we could do a nice ride if we're doing like Santa Cruz Capitola, Watsonville, Salinas, like we could do a big loop.
Yep.
And about every 20 minutes, you pull up to another taqueria and get a taco.
The original Ride to Eat tour, we stopped at all different restaurants and had a little bite at each
we're all
one.
different foods.
Yeah, but
I'm
this
like,
is
I want to
just-
do taco tour.
Okay, I'm up.
A taco tour. What do you think? How many tacos do you think we could eat?
Well, the little ones?
Well, they're different sizes, different restaurants.
Well, if I was doing 20 minutes between, I could do 10 or 15.
Yeah, we're not
probably.
limited to the number of tacos. We're
Yeah.
limited by how long you want this ride.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was thinking we could do 6 stops.
Easy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was going, we could go down the street and about every 2 minutes there's another taqueria. Sometimes it's only a 1 minute drive to the next taqueria. There's literally a taqueria on every block. So we could stay 2 miles from home and still do that.
It could be a walking tour if you start here.
I know.
But no, the challenge would be, how do you curate this?
Well, that's John and I are working on that. But I thought it'd be fun to do the taco tour. I just wanted to give a shout out. We had a couple visitors today, but one of my favorites was Marshall from
North Carolina,
who he had come out here for work or something, and he had planned to spend half a day here, but his flight had gotten delayed, and by the time he got here, he's like, I can only stay an hour. I think he drove down from San Francisco.
Uh-oh.
So he quickly got a tour and was just kind of hanging out and meeting people, and then suddenly Emma's like, are we doing a Westcliff ride? And next thing he knows, he's grabbing a helmet. I'm throwing gloves at him. Start up the Triumph Scrambler. Here you go. And he's like, huh. Next thing he knows, he's riding down Westcliff along the ocean.
With the Misfits.
With the Misfits. Following Emma on one of the most beautiful summer days in the middle of January.
And we had our outriders with the vampires. It was a very Santa Cruz day.
I think he was blown away.
Right.
Treat.
So we had Marshall from North Carolina. We had Mark come in from San Jose.
Yep.
And I need to beg some forgiveness. I had a visitor at the shop a couple of weeks ago now, and I got so busy with the podcast last week I forgot to mention him. So Vinny the Calibrator came to visit me at my shop.
That's as good as what's it? Velvet.
Big Velvet.
Big Velvet.
Yeah, no, this was Vinny, and he works with military aircraft.
Oh, neat.
And I'm not going to share any more because I think it might be covered by the Official Secrets Act or something. But he was a lovely guy, and he came with his wife and kid, and he got a tour of Mototown, and we had to tinker with the Thunderbird as well, and he had a lovely day.
Yeah,
and it was lovely seeing him. So if you want to come and visit me down at the shop, you're very welcome. I'm normally just busier than a busy thing, but
come
if
on
I
down
have time,
to Mototown.
yeah, if I have time, I would love to show you what little there is down there.
So I just enjoyed how much fun Marshall had and how everything just fell into place, and he got the full experience in an hour, and he came back and goes, "You guys are so spoiled."
We are.
Yeah.
Well, North Carolina's a pretty place as well, but of course, there's seasons. It's those seasons that get in the way.
Yeah, we don't.
Especially
do
a day
that.
like today.
Yeah.
We don't do that. So I think that wraps it up.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got
about it.
I've updated our website, so all the links to Stumpistan, Chickistan, Emma-stan. No.
You mean the Dolomite?
The Dolomite.
the training rides.
Emmalites.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the trips and our rally in April.
Right.
Come on out for our rally. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think so.
And all the links are on our website, motorcyclesandmisfits.com. You can go to events. And it's just where we're going to be at.
I'm hoping a few more people will sign up for the Dolomites trip. I think we've got 10 for the Dolomites and about 5 for Castles and Curves. And these trips are a lot more fun the more people that go on them. So sign up for it. It's great. If you can afford a used bike, you can come to Europe with me.
Yeah. Oh, and John, I forgot. Marshall told me to tell you that he's the guy who saw you at LAX airport and shouted out, "Nice shirt!" Because you were wearing Motorcycles and Misfits,
and then disappeared.
And saw you just looking around like, where'd that come from? That was him.
I wasn't dreaming.
Yeah, exactly. So That's it.
That's it.
We did a whole nother show again. I've got some guests I'm working on in the upcoming weeks. Some very interesting things. Stay tuned for that. And send us your emails.
Right.
Let us know how bad of an idea it is to put something colored into brake fluid.
And I can't stress this enough. Please don't put anything in your brake fluid, guys.
Don't do it.
Please don't.
But change it. Change it regularly. That makes it feel nice.
Please don't put anything other than
No, I'm hoping
brake
to
fluid
get feedback from somebody who
your
actually
brake fluid
understands
reservoir.
chemistry and stuff
No,
like that.
there's no understanding.
No, who might know of something. Like Scottie found a thing that, hey, this might work. Maybe
But
somebody else knows a thing that does work, and they actually know what they're talking about. That's what I want to find out.
Do you want to know who knows what they're talking about? The fucking brake fluid manufacturers, Liza.
Yes.
I know.
That's who knows.
Let's get them to talk to
Don't
us.
do it, people. Just don't.
Just please don't do anything to your brake fluid. I can't stress this enough. Don't do anything to the brakes of your bike other than maintain them, please.
But do flush your brake fluid.
With brake fluid.
Because, as you said, it is hygroscopic. And it's one of the things that does deteriorate over time, and people don't realize because it does so slowly. So it's one of the things I recommend to people often.
It's the PP test. If you sit on the toilet and your PP is not yellow or pale, go to the doctor.
What does it mean when your brake fluid smells like asparagus?
Oh, I think that's a genetic thing.
It means you've been
You shouldn't
sleeping
feed your
around
vehicle
with
asparagus.
motorosexuals. That's what it means.
All right, so send us your emails at motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com and plan your trip to come visit us at the garage.
It'd be great.
We love visitors.
We do.
Exactly. So, big thanks. We had a big Patreon sponsor. We had a big Patreon sponsor. Thank you so much for big dollar amount. I appreciate that. I'm
Nice.
Well, I mean, it's every single penny we collect from the Patreon program goes into things that benefit Motorcycles and Misfits, which basically benefit either our listeners or people who come to visit us at the garage.
Yeah, John got to pull out the brand new gas canister that hangs from the...
Right, which is what originally fired up the little pink buddy.
Exactly. I'm constantly
and
replacing
it's stuff
tools.
like that. So, thank you. If you're one of the Patreon subscribers, thank you for helping us keep the Recycle Garage alive and Motorcycles and Misfits alive.
But mostly thank you to all of our listeners.
Who are great.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
So, I think that's it. Let's get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. I appreciate it. This is Liza.
Stumpy John, a.k.a. Big Velvet.
Emma, darling.
Hi.
I'm Neal.
Yes, you are.
And Scottie.
Bagel.
And we are out of here.
Cool.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.